Hey.
What up? Dude, that's sick.
Oh my God, we're back again.
Dude, it's a cool way to do it, though. Just hold it down and fucking
Oh, like this.
hold the mic. Like a ringside announcer.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen.
In the red corner.
Yeah, you gotta have the guy holding it around you.
True.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's the ref. That's touching gloves. They put it under his arm.
Do you think in our lifetime we'll ever see, like, basically, like, gay combat? Like, for real. Not fucking around. Talking about, like, real deal HBO Saturday night at the Garden.
Sissy fights.
I'm talking, but it's like,
Are they
sexual
tough? Or,
in
yeah.
I mean, would you get in the ring with one of those guys? it's like ultimate surrender, but it would just be gay guys taking each other to the mats.
The ultimate surrender.
Yeah.
Surrender your asshole.
Yeah, dude.
It's ultimate surrender.
Yeah.
Do you think
So
we'll
you're
ever see it in our
saying, you're
lifetime?
saying legit ultimate surrender, like
Yeah.
it's become a sport.
You could do that at Pride Week, at least. You could have dudes like slam 69 at each other at Pride Week. We could set this up. This could be
Ultimate
like
surrender is pretty
this
cool.
could be the dog monkey rodeo, dude. We could get on. We
Monkey
could get
dog rodeo. Dog rodeo, monkey rodeo.
Monkey rodeo.
I didn't know it was that. I didn't know it was that niche. That the only place I saw it was the Harrisburg Senators game. I was like, you guys ever see Monkey Rodeo? The only videos Harrisburg Senators.
Yeah, you'd think that would be at every minor league baseball game.
Yeah, they make the rounds.
The guys
They
on
make the
tour.
rounds. You could catch them at the Iron Pigs.
Really?
Oh yeah,
I missed them. I never saw.
Monkey Rodeo.
Didn't even know it existed until today.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. No,
brain-
I've told you about it. I told you about it 5 years ago.
Monkey rodeo?
Monkey Rodeo.
The hell was I doing? I was probably thinking about guys taking each other down in
Yeah.
combat.
So guys, so you're saying, do you think
I'm just
Ultimate
curious.
Surrender will make it to the big leagues?
I mean, did you think like 30-year-old white dudes would be boxing each other for like primetime HBO boxing? That I didn't see that coming. So now I'm like, what's coming up next?
What do you mean, like?
Like Jake Paul or whatever. I didn't see that coming. You know, the white dudes would 30-year-old white dudes would step back in and be like, "Well, we got boxing.
We'll take it from here.
We
We're
got
gonna
it.
save the sport. We're tired of watching very good Latinos. It's time for the whites,
the elder
the
whites,
YouTube
dude.
whites, to come in.
It's the biggest thing, dude. Watching YouTubers fight.
It's a really great marketing thing.
He did it. They're on,
Yeah.
It's the biggest thing. I mean, again, I don't follow boxing like that, but it's
Yeah.
definitely like when you see like Gutierrez versus Gutierrez, and you're like,
Yeah.
fucking, who cares, dude? Who cares?
It's always at the Garden. It's always at the Hulu Theater at the Garden.
Yeah.
And it's always packed. It's packed with Puerto Ricans, dude. New York loves it. Puerto Ricans and Dominican, they love it.
just fighting each
They
other.
love boxing, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like it doesn't really break the, you know.
I was
No, I
bummed to see Jake Paul lose, to be honest. Like
yeah,
that.
but he lost by like a point.
Yeah.
He needed to lose, otherwise everyone's gonna say it was scripted. So he needed to take an L. I mean, it's a Rocky franchise. He couldn't go on and just keep winning. People would be like, "This sucks." He now has a redemption tale. Who was the guy he fought? The guy was like
Fury. Tommy
a real
Fury.
deal. He's a real deal boxer, right? He fought. What did Tyson say about that? Someone fighting his little brother.
The dad said he would have disowned him if he lost to Jake Paul. Which is why I really wanted him to win. I was happy he won. But he's like a reality star too. He was on like Love Island. I
Tommy
think.
Fury?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not as good as Tyson.
Yeah,
No,
makes
it's
sense.
Nobody is.
not as good as the heavyweight champion of the world.
True.
Love Island.
He beat up.
Love Island.
What the hell is Love Island?
What the hell is Stuff Island?
Yeah, someone's
knows.
creeping into your territory.
Yeah, Love Island.
careful.
They saw your act.
Yeah, everyone's getting in on the island game.
Tommy from Love Island.
It's true. Also, Apple came out with there's some type of island thing, Magic Island, on their phone or whatever.
Everybody's
it?
copying it.
Yeah,
What is it?
it's just a bar at the top. Something I don't know.
Oh, the fucking when you're using a thing.
Some
Is that it's like if I'm listening to
Yeah.
Spotify, I can click this and it goes right to
Yeah.
the thing you're using. It's useless and stupid.
Does anyone use Siri?
No.
No.
They need to get rid of that. That's
Siri,
like the fucking
yeah.
U2 album. It's just, well, what is it doing here? The only thing it does is occasionally I accidentally hit it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it stops my music.
Yeah.
That's
and
it.
It doesn't understand what I'm saying ever.
Of course not. You go, Siri, was Russiagate real? I'm sorry, Chris.
No, the only time I
No.
use Siri is when I can't find my phone. I can't find my phone, and I just yell Siri in my room
Does it work?
until
that
it goes
work?
like, boing. Yeah.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah.
That's
I just
I
walk
never
around
even
going,
thought of that.
Siri! Siri!
That's genius.
Siri, come here, bitch.
And it's just under a
I don't
bunch
think
of
mine's
laundry.
voice activated. Yell Siri. I don't think it
Okay.
works. See if you can call my phone.
Siri, Hey Siri.
Nah, man. My mind doesn't do that.
Hey Siri. Hey Siri.
It doesn't work.
That doesn't happen, you lying.
Hey Siri.
You lying crud.
I swear it used to work. Hey Siri.
Well, don't yell into the mic.
Hey Siri.
She's gone, brother.
Chris, will you just, before we get started,
Oh my God, dude.
I just want, before
Oh my
we get started,
God. You know, I almost, when you brought it up, I almost was like, it's not a good idea. I should bail. I know when you're in this
No.
mood. I know when you're in this mood.
What, hungover?
What's going to happen?
Chris.
And it's just
oh
like,
my God, just let me get one sentence out.
Why?
Just let me get one sentence out.
Why?
Can I say it?
The nation needs this, dude.
Can I
This
say it?
moment.
Yeah,
The
we-
nation does
Come on,
not.
man.
This
need
is good discourse.
This is
Discourse.
all the nation sees of me. This is all the nation
No, no,
sees
no.
of me is just
Flip the
fielding
script.
this.
Flip the script. Go
fielding this
conservative.
question.
Chris, all you have to do is answer the question.
All you got to do is say you support the January 6th.
because
insurrection.
because I got a long answer and then I'm down a
You
hole
don't
of just
have to
explaining.
give a long answer.
Yeah.
Just, will you
Bend the
apologize?
knee. Will I
Will you-
bend the knee?
No, no.
Will I bend the knee?
We got in. We
Will
argued
you-
for 5 fucking years, and you were wrong. Can you just fucking say
Jesus
my
Christ.
bad? Just Chris,
No.
say Shane.
No.
I was sorry about Russiagate. That's all I want. Just say Shane. I'm sorry.
No.
It was a very tumultuous time in
I
this
feel
country.
like my views on this issue have been misrepresented. and I do not want to take the time to correct the record.
Chris. Fine. You live. I mean, it's all you have to do is say sorry,
Dude,
and it's over.
there's nothing I hate more than having to come on here every time
And apologize
and
for
correct the
Russiagate.
record. Yeah, get yelled at for not
I mean,
apologizing.
there were
Just
parts of it that were lined up. There were parts of it that were legit.
Yeah, there were.
Like what?
All you have to do is say sorry once, and I'll never talk about it again. All you have to do is say,
I
I'm sorry
can't do
about
that.
Russiagate.
I can't do
if
that.
you say the words, I'm sorry about
can't- I
Russiagate,
can't.
I will never say it to you again.
I'm sorry about Russiagate, but nothing that I said
no,
about it. Nothing that I said about it. I'm sorry
Just
that
say,
it
just again.
I'm sorry that
let's
you
just
feel
put
like
this all
it's-
behind us.
I'm
Just,
sorry
just
that
say you
you
let
feel
your
like
country
I
down.
had anything to do
All
with
you gotta
it.
do is say you let your country down.
Say you failed
the
the
stuff
country.
that you said pretty much caused January 6th.
Kind of did.
I caused January 6th?
Slightly.
I don't think so.
We're all guilty.
I don't think I was awake when it
No, I'm
happened.
kidding. I'm kidding. We're kidding. We're joshing. We're joshing.
But before we go any further, all I need you to say is I'm sorry about Russiagate, and I'll never talk about it again.
I'm sorry you feel that I had anything to do with Russiagate.
All right, fine. We'll move on.
Oh,
So who are you
boy.
voting for? You excited about Biden still?
Dude, yeah, I've been on just a slow leak into just
Are you doing a dem exit?
I
hashtag
just
Dem exit?
can't watch that stuff anymore. I
The
just
news?
can't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where'd they
I
lose?
can't. I
What-
like
what
every
lost
time.
you?
What?
What lost you?
When Russiagate didn't happen? When it wasn't real? It was liberal QAnon.
No, I think
It really
just,
was.
I know.
Billy's first to say, Podesta didn't get arrested. Yeah, I was wrong.
I,
You can't do it.
I don't even know what that was, but
Podesta?
Podesta was going to get arrested on like Easter. It was like a Q drop.
Hillary was supposed to get arrested.
Hillary,
They were all
yeah.
supposed to get arrested.
everyone's supposed to get arrested.
Obama
And
was
then they-
allegedly
yeah.
bisexual.
Yeah.
Whatever. So,
It's that nonstop, and then yeah,
every day they'd be like, "Today's the day. It's coming." You'd be
Yes.
like, oh, we'll see.
Finally, it was same old.
yeah, and there's a lot of like some of the people that I used to listen to now that Trump's gone, their numbers are down.
Yeah.
They're fully crazy.
Well, dude,
Yeah.
the news can't have a day to be like, yeah, you know what, man? There's really not much happening. Guys, just turn it off. Like, every day has to be like, oh
Yeah.
my god,
Breaking.
Dude, that's
Breaking.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like, dude, it's not. There's really nothing going on.
And they still do a thing where they watch this completely unhinged speech from Trump, and then it'll just be like, seems like not that bad.
Starting to make some sense to
No,
you.
it's not that he's making sense, but it's just like
Brother,
when you've seen him at his best.
it's starting to make some sense. You get a little older, you get a little wiser, you start going, wait a second, this is my money. Why do I have to give it to everybody else?
No, but it's like if you're gonna say he's
Wait a
it's
second.
dude, the unhinged for Trump that's a high standard. So you can't just have him talking
Shut
normal.
Guys, let's talk politics.
Yeah.
Let's all say we don't care.
Yeah, I don't.
All right.
Nothing's going on that's cool in news, dude. I'm telling you.
Dilbert guy's going wild.
What'd
dude.
you call him, Sean? Clot Adams, because he got the vaccine. That's not nice. The that's what they're calling him now.
Clot Adams.
Clot Adams, because he went on and defended the vac. Basically, called everyone dumb for not getting
But
it.
then he went full fucking segregation,
Bro.
Like, full segregation.
Dude, if you look at his
yeah.
views, there's a hint because he was like doing his thing, like I'm using reason and logic, and then the vax debate didn't come out on his side, so
Yeah.
he that's when he capitulated and was like, "You guys win," blah blah blah, and people were still hounding him. He's getting crushed, dude. Again, we talked about it. He's an old man, a baby boomer in the fucking live chat. They're calling him like a simp and shit. He's like freaking out.
Dude, I did Legion of Skanks last night. Lewis keeps the live chat on his phone during the show.
Why would he do that?
It was insane. I was on the show. I'd tell a joke and then be like,
Dude, Will
couldn't
Scott.
stop reading the comments. It was a
yeah,
live
you can't
comments. Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
Claude Adams also he married a young hot lady and then got
Chris
divorced and
O'Clotter.
spad.
Well, did you hear why I got divorced?
This is gonna be the whole show.
Did you hear why I
This
got
is gonna be
divorced?
the whole
Nothing
show.
else.
Did you hear why I got
This is gonna be the
divorced?
whole show. What?
You hear why I got divorced? He had a babe and he was quarantining from her. He wouldn't let her see her. So he was like staying away from her.
What?
And he got cuckolded. That's what I've heard. I don't want to.
That's a
I don't wanna
great
besmirch-
fan theory.
I don't want to
He quarantined
besmirch the
the
name
pussy?
of a great American philosopher.
Yeah.
Scott Adams. Get away from black people.
What happened?
Dude, you don't know
That's
the
a
backstory?
wild. I don't know why he said that.
So okay, so he's been getting crushed for like all the vax stuff. So he's like a big like I'm just about like logic and stuff, and like people are just like, dude, you're a dumbass. You're not that. Sam Harris, same thing. He's freaking out. Some internet smarty pants, and so they're getting they
I
got
hate
internet
the
smarty pants,
I
dude.
hate the internet smarty
They
pants.
pulled their
It's the-
pants down. Both
Yeah.
guys have got their pants pulled down, and then so he just his like numbers are tanking. So then he did this. There was this poll, it was like a Rasmussen poll. So they polled 1,000 people, 1,000 black voters, black Americans, and they said, "Is it okay to be white?" 26% said no. 27% said I don't know, meaning like, or 23% were like I don't even know, or 23% said no. 20-something% said like I don't know, like basically
48% said, I ain't got time for this.
that was kind of I don't know. Yeah, to some guy like I don't know, man. So then
Is it okay to be white was the question?
That was the question.
That's
but
a fucked up question. It's funny, 26% of black people are funny.
23%
And they said no.
23%
If
of
I-
white people
yeah,
said no, apparently.
Yeah.
When I asked the same
Rasmussen's-
question. 23% of white people said no, allegedly, for the same question. But Scott Adams is not a dummy, dude. So he's like, he just read that and he goes, okay, so about half of black Americans don't think it's okay. Dude, sample size, by the way. Surprised you guys didn't ask sample size. N
You said
equals
it,
1,000. 1,000.
You
Oh, my
said
bad.
it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm retarded.
And also,
always
what was the
bothered
equation
me.
you used?
N equals 1,000. N equals sample size.
Jeez.
Internet smarty pants, dude.
I got internet smarty pants. I'm so happy I know about sample size now, dude. I went to
Yeah.
school.
That always bothered me. I remember I learned that in college. That
Yeah,
thing,
it's-
where it's just like, yeah, if you ask 1,000 people, then you know what everyone thinks. It's like, how could that possibly
Yeah.
be true?
Well, apparently also the term it's okay to be white is like tied in with like a slogan against critical race theory.
It
so
is.
it's like a loaded term in and of itself.
They're putting flyers around campuses that were like, it's okay to be white. And
Yeah.
people were spazzing.
Yeah. On the
Which is
back of
pretty-
like a bubble
pretty
vest.
funny.
Fucking. Yeah, so then he read that thing and just went off, dude. Just being like, I used to identify as black. Now I don't. I want to be on the winning team. So I was black. So I'm going to identify as black and I try to help black people, but I'm just going to be called racist anyway. Yo, dude, he went. That was nothing.
Adam
and then he
said
started
this?
going,
Yeah.
yes, dude,
He
it's on
used
his
to
live
identify
stream.
as black?
Yeah, it's just fucking weirdo. And then he was like, I
Black
urge
people do
all
love-
Americans.
Black people do love Dilbert.
Yeah. That's a bad case of writer's block. You're trying to get a Dilbert out. You're like, I need to go to another place.
God.
Dude,
Mentally,
he went,
I'm
well,
black
I
this week.
think my theory is that his numbers were dropping and he was like getting so much flack that he pulled a fucking Hail Mary desperation move. So he courted the darkest corners of the internet. And he summoned the maniacs, dude. It's like, you should get as far away from black people as you can. And people were like, he summoned the orcs, dude. Now he has an orc army right now.
Army.
But they're
rose them.
they're kind of fucking with him and trolling him now too.
Obviously, they're the orcs.
So now they're like, you know who creates all this problems, don't you? And they like sent him a thing like that, and Scott was like, oh, don't think I didn't notice that either. So he's like, I'm gonna talk about that too. So I think he might go in, dude.
Dobrik's going at the Jews?
He might just be, again, he's a type of guy who's always saying he plays 40 chess. He's always saying he's playing 40 chess. So he's always like, but yeah, dude, the whole speech is crazy. He's like, get away from him, just get away from him, and just go somewhere else, leave him be.
Dilbert got dropped from the funnies.
It's not
funny.
funny.
He's no longer in the funnies.
He's not funny. He's in the racist now.
Now it's just Prince Valiant, dude.
God, Prince Valiant. Prince Valiant can suck my dick. Wait. Maybe I got that wrong. Was Prince Valiant funny, or was it like the serial?
Yeah.
I didn't understand one thing. When I was a kid, I'd be taking a shit. I'd be like, which one's this? Like they're on a pirate ship.
Yeah, I know.
That was it.
I remember there was like a couple Sundays in a row where I was like, I'm going to pick up wherever we are in the Prince Valiant.
I'd love to.
I never. I would like look at it, same thing, and go, huh?
I wanted to. I thought the drawings looked cool.
I know.
Some of the drawings were cool.
It was like the best illustrated comic.
I also too. I went to the bathroom. There was the comics with the like J.C. Penney's underwear stuff. So
it's time to masturbate.
Yeah, as soon as I didn't understand a comic, I'm like, that's enough of that.
just crush Hocus Pocus.
Yeah, I need to glaze the fucking Boscov's model, dude.
Boscov's rules. Phil still crushes Boscov's.
Does he?
Yeah.
Man.
Got you some underwear. I was at Boscov's. Shane, look at this. I got you some socks. Take that back to New York.
Yeah, my parents did that with Kohl's. My dad's always like, dude, the deals are there.
The deals are fucking insane.
You get a Kohl's on 3 fucking outfits. It's so funny.
Are they hitting socks with like the titanium lining and shit like that?
Of course, dude. Of course.
I'd love to just follow Phil. Just see a day, dude.
That'd be kind of nice to hire a private detective just to follow him around.
See what he does.
You could do it.
I know exactly what he does.
True, yeah,
goes to Boscov's, goes to the Elks, drinks way too much.
Comes
Then he
home.
hits the road. Then he gets home and he's got a Ring camera now, so he checks to see if my mom's home.
They all do it, dude.
Constantly. So he sees how long he can stay at the bar. And then once she comes home, he comes home right away.
Wow.
He stays as long as he can. It's a sick move.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm on my way. I'm already on my way. I'm coming. It's kind of nice. So before the phone call, he probably hits her up like, yo, I'm on my way.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. Between that and series, man, they are in paradise.
Yeah.
Pretty tight. Who would have thought they'd ever see the fucking
Geezers?
voice technology?
They like the voice. Ring camera for a geezer is, I'll be honest, I like it.
Seeing the stuff.
It's pretty fun. Ring camera is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'd like to get one.
You
I'm
could
get one for your bedroom. I'm gonna install a Ring camera in your room.
Yeah. Keep your eye on him.
And I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna
just
go,
me laying there.
Chris,
Just me laying
remember that
there.
Russiagate didn't happen?
You could talk to him through it.
Anyway,
Yeah.
good night. Yeah.
No, you can call.
Good
We
night,
have
Chris.
one of those. We have like an Arlo or something on our house. Some bullshit. It's annoying though when you put your trash out, it fucking picks it up as a package and it sends like 40 things to your phone. You have a pack, you have to just turn it off. Like fuck this. It is good though if your car can get broken into. Catch a guy on camera and you're like, it's
You just watch him slowly
fucking homeless
break into
guy.
your car.
Yeah. I call the cops. Like I captured a homeless guy breaking my window, and they're like, "Cool, dude, thanks,
We'll be there.
goodbye."
I feel
We
it
don't give a
sucks
fuck.
because it's like kids won't be able to sneak out anymore.
Oh, I catch kids. Well,
Teenagers, you know what I mean?
what do you want? What do they do when they sneak out?
Just you go into the woods, you get drunk or something, or you
Yeah.
go like meet your girlfriend in the middle of the night.
You can get a
and
disguise.
exchange handies.
What about?
No, but like I'm saying that you can't,
Exchange what?
you just finger and jerk off and stuff.
Nice.
Yeah,
Sick.
and then you can't.
Well, you could be a
can't
cool
do that
parent and
anymore.
have them come over to your basement and be like, guys, look, what you do, you do.
You could be the coolest parent and then set up some Ring cameras in the basement.
Yeah, like 10.
Now we're cooking. You accidentally leave the mic on. You're like, yeah. Oh, caw.
No, don't come yet, dude. Don't go. Oh, shit, fuck. Imagine Impractical Joker and your son through like his first fingering. Just be like, dude.
Yeah.
Imagine though, for real. I guess that would be kind of illegal if you're coaching your son.
Go as hard as
how
you
to
can. Go as
touch.
fast as you can. That's it, son.
Dude, don't
Make it
even
hurt.
You'd be like, dude, don't even worry about the hole. He'd be like, what do you mean don't worry about this? Dude, trust me, don't worry about the hole.
Rub
There's
the
stuff
front.
above the hole. Go to the top of the hole. Just fucking smack that area.
Damn.
The hole, you think the hole's the key. The hole's not the key right now, dude. Don't worry about the hole just yet.
You just made a girl squirt on your first finger. Oh, that's fucked up.
Dude, check your overnight bag. I packed it at Hitachi. A massaging
I left
wand.
a little something in your overnight bag. So
Dude, imagine giving your kid a Hitachi wand, dude.
someday. Yeah.
Just buzzing. Oh, man, you let your kid drive a Beamer with a Hitachi wand and just buzz chicks all day.
Holy shit. God. You'd have to kill him. You got to kill him when he hits 20. But
I think this is what happened to Hunter Biden, dude.
definitely. Absolutely.
Joe gave him the Hitachi, dude. The
No
fucking
doubt. The
Beamer
Joe, yeah.
with a driver to Hitachi, and he just went like, get in the back. We're not going to prom. Imagine the damage you could do in high school with a Hitachi, or just like, or like a mocap suit with just fucking vibrating.
What's wrong with you? You got some pussy ideas.
never-
and I like
yeah,
that.
I'm
never-
just kidding. I'm fucking.
You're a pussy planner.
Yeah, I have no idea how that thing works.
The what?
Just
pussy?
vibrates. Yeah, they just put it on the clit.
You never
I've never
What do you
used
mean?
one.
You never put a vibrator on your dick?
No,
You never put anything that vibrated on your penis?
no.
It's awesome. Yeah,
It feels so good.
It is pretty awesome.
You can nut.
Just from
Dude,
vibrating.
little rumble strip on the Xbox. I'll jar one loose. Yeah. I'm just put my controller on my dick. I'm starting to text. I'm like, just, ooh,
Yeah.
someone's shooting at me. Now I got to go to my bedroom. Pause.
Your dude just
I pause
stands
the
up and
game
gets
and I
obliterated.
masturbate. And then
That's
I
what
get
they're
back
for.
to the game. Yeah.
That's what they're for. They are like a jerking off alarm clock.
the
Rumble strip.
You ever have the rumble pack jar one loose for you?
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
yeah.
Every gamer's had a rumble pack jar one.
I remember there's like in the old God of War, it would just rumble crazy every
And you
time.
just
Like
kept it on your
I was
penis?
like, look, yeah,
Oh yeah,
It's me and you.
you're the God of War.
Your tank's exploding. You're just,
Oh,
dang.
Never vibrated.
you never put a vibrating thing, dude. My friend's mom had a neck massager. Me and my boys were
She had a-
train
she
on
had a
that neck
neck
massager.
massager?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I hate to break it to you, brother. I don't know if that was a pure neck massager.
Well, trust me, we were getting after that thing. Me and 6 of my friends were jizzing all over that thing.
I don't
she would have
experiment.
gotten pregnant.
Definitely. It was one of those, like it had 2 things. Yeah. Oh, put that on the one on the tip.
It looks like a small vacuum attachment. Oh, that was a true neck massager.
That's
I might
crazy.
buy a neck massager. It's so good.
Oh my god.
It's not crazy, Chris.
That's
It's
nuts.
I can't believe you never had anything vibrate against your penile shaft.
I don't get experimental jerking off. I had a fleshlight once, and then that was it.
That's pretty gnarly. That's worse than a neck massager when you're
But
in
I didn't.
6th grade.
I didn't use it that many times.
So you don't use
yeah, but you
total-
did leave it in the shower.
Yeah, but it went unused for so long. It was just in the shower.
Which was the shower downstairs?
No,
Yeah,
when we
yeah.
lived together in Philly, he kept
Yeah.
I went to take a shower and there's a fucking fleshlight next to the shampoo.
Yeah.
I was like, God damn it.
And then I put it under the
Did you
sink.
beat it up in the shower? Or you just
Nah. Never used in the shower. I honestly use it like twice or 3 times. and then
that's all you
never
can
touch
use them
it
for.
again.
They turn disgusting.
Yeah, and it's like so weird looking at it.
Yeah, I mean,
Fucking
yeah.
like a giant.
That's
That's
you take it out. It's like the rock.
yeah,
The green thing. it's-
The fucking whatever that acid is.
yeah, I'd rather dissect a body than wash a fleshlight, dude. I'd rather cut open a cadaver.
Yeah.
Like stick my hand into a cold dead body than wash a fleshlight. It sucks.
I do want to go to Butcher and watch them just
You know, fuck the meat.
Whoa.
break down a cow. Yeah,
Really?
Yeah, cut it up.
You could do
You're
it.
fucked up, dude.
That's not that fucked-
there's a butcher like right around the corner.
Nah, if you went in there like, can I watch? They'd be like, get the fuck
Yeah.
out. They would wave knives at you.
Dude,
They would wave a knife at you, dude.
Also, it's a Muslim butcher,
Ooh.
so they're doing it.
Halal.
Yeah.
Wow.
What they do? All types of weird shit.
You would defile the space.
They have
Really,
to like
Gentiles can't even watch.
point the
think
animal
so.
in a certain direction or something.
I think so.
They do wild shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they gotta
Kosher
kill it
and-
a certain way.
Yeah,
That's
kosher
it.
and halal are
Cut the throat.
similar.
Yeah.
That is funny. They're over there like bombing children, and then they're like, "Wait, hold on, cut the cow to the east." And it's
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, how about you guys get your priorities in order, you fucking dumbasses?" Oh no, wait, we can't have gummy bears. You explode a fucking school
No
in Palestine.
PDA. Yeah.
How about you guys get with the fucking times,
Yeah.
dude? Stop doing weird superstitious
Dilbert
bullshit.
could make a comeback.
Dilbert, you think
If
so?
he's going at the Jays, he should convert Dilbert to a.
Dilbert.
Dilbert should join Al Qaeda.
Oh,
Al Dilbert.
if he,
Just
yeah, that'd be
Just driving
tough.
a Toyota with a black flag on it. Just like,
I bet the Taliban in
Another
the
day
offices.
at the office.
yeah, the Taliban in
shit
the offices in
sucks.
Afghanistan are they're probably starting to relate to Dilberts now.
I wonder if they have fun.
Who?
Those
In the
guys gotta
office?
have a little fun.
For sure.
Taliban bros in the office.
Yeah, I think so.
Just
In the
all-
office?
Yeah, just
I guess they got to do paperwork.
goofing
too.
off, doing paperwork.
How many bombs do we have? Like, oh, this packet here says we have 40 bombs.
Very
Enough
good. Keep a
hellfire.
good eye on that. You have a very good eye.
Dude, you were right about trying to research the Middle Eastern conflict. It's too many
It's
names.
impossible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm reading a book right now on it. It's like you can't even follow it.
It's impossible. Russian Civil War, Spanish Civil War.
Yeah.
I also thought the
Impossible.
Middle Ages. I was talking to Chat GPT
Middle
about the
Ages.
Middle Ages.
No one knows
It's
anything about that.
It got confused. It started. Yeah.
That
You
was
were talking to ChatGPT about the Middle Ages?
Yeah. Yeah.
What were you saying to it?
I was just asking it, like, what happened. Yeah.
What did ChatGPT say? They said
It
you're
was
a
trying to
fucking
tell
idiot.
me. Eventually, it went, dude, you got to take a break.
Yeah.
It
ChatGPT?
literally, it was like, I need not for another hour. Can you ask me a
So
question?
what was the Middle Ages? What
that
were they like?
true?
Yeah. It was like, because I was like, what happened to the Roman Empire? Then it split into
Yeah, man.
East and West.
Byzantine Empire and fucking
And then it became the
Backwater
Holy
Europe.
Roman Empire. And then that guy fucking had to abdicate. He got.
sound like you're chugging along. You got a decent picture of it.
Yeah, but
That's all you
then.
need. You just gotta be confident.
That's.
Matt's like, yeah, Byzantine. I got it.
Exactly.
There's two. I figured that out.
Christianity went and
Next.
spread. He converted the pagans.
then it
That's what happened though. There was the whatchamacallit. It was like it was the Roman Catholic Church that went out and converted all the pagans. It kind of turned. They used Christianity to turn that backwater Europe.
Yeah, that
More
was
civilized
kind of
area.
like what was going on in the middle. Chat GPT got all fucked up because it started saying that whatever that one guy is. Then all of a sudden Marie Antoinette came in, and I
Yep.
was like, "There's no way she's part of this yet."
Not at all.
And,
Yeah, it's- I mean,
and
you're
then
looking
it
for
was
the
like,
answers in the
"No,
wrong
she
place."
is." And then I started Wikipediaing it, and I was like, "She definitely. These two got married. No, they didn't." And it was like, "Just stop." Yeah,
Well, Marie
It's AI,
Antoinette
it's
was
veiled.
the French Revolution.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's not the Middle Ages, bro.
Yeah.
I know that. I've been reading a book. I've been following. It's again, it is pretty hard to follow, but I've been trying to follow like ancient. It's a book that follows ancient Greece up all the way through like the Enlightenment, I guess, or like the Industrial Revolution, and it's pretty.
I mean,
it puts me to sleep
yeah, of course.
Oh yeah.
every single night.
Yeah.
There's also like ancient
Thomas
history.
Aquinas.
People don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They have no idea.
Right.
yeah.
So they're just, it's kind of fucking annoying.
Yeah.
You're listening about Thomas Aquinas, and I don't know anything
Thomas
about him.
Aquinas rules.
It's pretty sick.
Yeah.
He was the one. Apparently, he took all of the early church had problems with ancient Greek knowledge. So like they'd be doing their thing, and like people would find ancient Greek texts, and the church would be like, "Yeah, this stuff does fucking rule," but they'd be
Yeah.
like, "Yo, you can't." So Thomas Aquinas, his whole life was dedicated to like taking Aristotle stuff and then like bringing it into the church.
Yeah, like using it to prove God.
Yeah, exactly.
What was his, he had like 5, I don't know.
5 things you might want to see if you believe it.
Yeah. He was like, check out these 5 awesome things.
Well, that was a heresy. Aristotle was more like, "Yo, let's just check out stuff," and the church had to be like, "Don't check out stuff.
Stop checking out stuff.
Don't look at stuff, dude." And
We
like,
tell
why
you
does,
about stuff.
why does this stuff go so fast? And they're like, "Don't fucking think about why shit goes so fucking fast, you idiots."
Dude, I always
And
wonder if there
Tommy
was,
Aquinas opened up the thing for science to happen. Basically, he's like, "No, this shit rules."
yeah, but there was also only like 10 people that could write.
Yeah,
I always
it wasn't
wonder
a
if
lot.
those people that were like supposedly great thinkers just had like a smart friend who couldn't read or write, and they just wrote everything down.
No, these dudes are like literally poured over books their entire lives.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's literally they did
don't know.
nothing.
You don't think there was just some guy just working in the fields dropping gems?
You're talking about like how you like those apples kind of guys. I would almost assure you that they were more or less like senile at like 25 from some kind of fucked up brain
hit
disease.
with rocks. Yeah, dude. Everybody got hit with rocks.
Well, dude, even like if you get like fevers really badly, you can get like brain scars easily. So everyone was like kind of fucked up. They're getting like terrible infections and getting like 105 fever, no Tylenol, and you're kind of fried. So yeah, everyone was like severely fucked up probably.
Yeah,
And Tommy Aquinas had read like 4 books and was just like, "Dudes, I figured it out."
He's like,
Everyone
guys,
had to
He's a
be
hungry
drinking.
caterpillar. They're like, what? Yeah, I don't know shit about that stuff.
Yeah, I just
Like ancient,
I know it, but I have to be asleep because that's the only time I hear it. I'm
Yeah.
asleep. So if I were to pass out, you guys were like proud of me, I'd be like 1492 Thomas.
1492. Thomas Aquinas sailed the ocean blue. Discovered books.
But yeah, apparently the Byzantine Empire was actually the reason that the ancient Greek stuff got reincorporated into the Catholic Church, because the Muslims pushed them in and they escaped to like whatever Europe, and they came by and they're like, you guys don't know shit.
Yeah,
about
Spain
this
was
ancient
like
Greek stuff."
all Muslim for a while, right?
Yeah, they got in there.
Yeah.
But the boys from Byzantine came back and were like, here's the actual literal translations of
It's
all these
because,
guys.
I mean, the Byzantine Empire is in Greece.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So they came back and like, here's the real deal, and everyone, oh, this shit is so cool. That's when the bros got into science. They were like, dude, we should be fucking doing experiments. The church went, knock it off. Stop that. And then they went, yeah, that's pretty fucking cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
They're like the EPA guy in
all do-
Ghostbusters.
They all would do it. They would do these experiments and they turn around and be like, yeah, but this is showing us how cool God is. And the Pope would be like, yeah, I guess you're right.
Made a science project volcano. They were just like,
But dude, that would happen.
Baking soda and vinegar.
that's nuts.
Imagine
I
that
haven't
happening.
seen one of those in a while.
That was
When I was a
great.
kid, those fired me up.
You get
Dude.
the you ever get the plastic volcano in the like a cereal box?
But dude, you'd be the Pope and you're
Probably
like, this
did. I
is
went
how
through a lot of
Mix
cereal
it.
boxes.
Mix it.
I always sucked at making those volcanoes.
Really?
Yeah.
What'd you do? You put like
I
were they
just- I
too
never-
foamy duds? Or
It was
like-
never like I'd build it. You'd be like, this is going to be fucking nuts.
I actually
just a
won
little
multiple
jizz.
science fairs.
Yeah, you gotta put the red food
My neighbor
coloring in
would
it. Yeah.
launch, dude.
Yeah, I
Put a
got
drop of Mentos in it.
Yeah, I didn't know that. We didn't know that. We didn't know that
Yeah.
science back then.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. That was the Dark Ages, dude.
Yeah.
Some guys would mix two weird ingredients. Then like they'd go to the Pope and be like, yo, this shit created devil foam. And they'd have to be like, the Pope would be like, well, that's reasonable
Bring
explanation.
it to me.
He'd be like, no, I know this. And he'd be like, what
Yeah.
the fuck is this,
What are
dude?
they doing?
The hell's going on?
They have Mentos.
But
There was a
that's-
time where popes were kings a little bit, right?
Yeah, they riz up.
Or were they just funding armies? The proxy
There's
wars?
a lot of time.
I think
What do you
they
mean
were-
proxy wars?
I don't know.
No, they were in control of stuff for a while.
Yeah.
Popes are in control
Certainly.
of stuff. Yeah.
The Holy Roman Empire, right, was just Pope endorsed empire?
No.
No?
I mean, they got the Pope's endorsement, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
like Charlemagne was like, gives.
yeah, yeah.
You tell everybody I'm God.
Give
kind
me.
of.
Yeah, and the Pope had to
And
go.
Napoleon did it.
I don't know.
Napoleon went down there and said, give me that fucking crown, Pope.
Dang.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So
Napoleon-
if you're the king, you're like, yo, fuck the Pope, dude. I'm the head boss.
I think they're making a new Napoleon series.
really.
Yeah, I think Spielberg's doing it. I'm gonna be pretty excited about
Yeah, fucking what's his name's playing him, right?
that. Who?
John Lovitz.
No.
It's actually a pretty good Napoleon.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Oh, what?
Yeah, yeah.
Joaquin's playing Napoleon.
Yeah, and they've shot a bunch of. Actually, my buddy has like a rough cut of it.
Really?
Yeah, it's super rough. What?
They can
I
get
don't know.
hunks.
This is
They
the
can get
magic.
tall-ass
That's a
hunks.
magic of cinema. You could have.
Yeah.
You could have John Cena play
He better be small.
Napoleon.
John Cena and Napoleon would be nice.
John Cena's head is fucking insane. Am I the only one who realizes it?
Yeah.
It's such a wild looking fucking head, dude.
His whole
He
body.
got like hair plugs or
Really?
something.
I mean,
His head is.
Doesn't Cena keep it 100?
Oh.
Doesn't Cena
I
keep it
saw
100
Lamar
with
pick it up. He heard Cena talk.
He almost fucking brother. You don't know what you're talking about, brother.
What are you gonna say?
Dude, he does have like hair plugs up front, but like the back, he has like a big bald spot in the back.
He's got a wild looking head.
Yeah, it's too big. It's like weird.
I just saw that rap he did, that freestyle.
About against Vince.
No,
Or
it was against two Mexican dudes.
What are they called? The Mexicools.
The Mexicools.
That's what their tag team was called.
It's awesome.
Super crazy Hooper Toot Gorilla.
He was like back when Cena was a heel. He was like a white dude that freestyled, and he came in doing a freestyle against Mexicans, and it's vicious, dude. He's like, "Why don't you go back to fucking Home Depot?" he's like,
what?
He's like, "I'm gonna starve you like a concentration camp." Like just
Back in the
saying
day?
crazy shit. Yeah. Now he's on TV like,
Yeah,
Just
don't the
apologize.
roids make your head? You were saying that the roids fucking
Roy's fuck your head up.
because they grow your bones.
Yeah.
When you're taking roids, you have to take human growth hormone too because your muscles get too big for your bones and your bones will break. So when you're getting big on the roids, you take human growth hormone. It makes your bones grow in proportion to your muscles. So you just become like a truly like a freak.
Does John Cena even need to be jacked in any of the stuff that he's doing now?
Yeah, dude. If he got skinny, he'd be fuck. It would be.
Not if he got skinny, but if he was just a little less jacked.
Nah, but then some other roid head's gonna come and be so much more jacked than you, and it's over.
Take over.
You have to be. If you're like a
guy.
jacked guy, professional jacked guy, you're just on roids forever.
He's so fucking funny looking, dude.
Yeah, dude. That's
When dudes get that jacked, it's so fucking
insane.
funny.
Crazy.
you're just a cartoon character for your whole life.
It's ridiculous. That other guy, that was the other guy that was in like he was in Green Onion or whatever. What was it, Green Onion?
Yeah, doesn't he have
Glass
a fucking
onion.
wild looking
Batista?
head?
Yeah, that's pretty
Kind of
nuts.
weird.
Yes.
Looks
His
like
hair
he-
looks fake for
It
sure.
looks like someone put a bicycle pump in Mark Wahlberg's mouth and blew him up. That's kind of what he looks like. That's exactly what he looks like.
Dude.
It's insane. Yeah, it's crazy. He's fucked up.
Although, you got to give him credit. He is the man. Also, jean shorts, rocking jorts, making fun of Mexicans, coming in and being like, I'm black.
Yeah.
That's a crazy
I
character.
mean, that's pretty tight, yeah.
Yeah.
Not to Stone Cold.
No,
Stone Cold jean
true.
shorts. But
True.
he kept it white as hell.
Do you remember
True.
JBL? John Bradshaw
Yes.
Layfield?
I remember Bradshaw.
That guy was fucking. He
Didn't he have
came
a
in.
bullwhip?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he would whip dudes.
What?
Yeah.
There was
Every
one
once in a
time he
while.
became like a Wall Street banker and he had a feud with Eddie Guerrero. He was like, I'm going to send you back to Mexico, boy. And he was like, they even did like a bit where he was like border patrol. Like he was on the border patrolling people, sending them back.
And this bit where he separated him from his kids, put his kids in a cage match.
Yeah. Put his kids in a cage match.
Eddie Guerrero,
Put his
dude.
kids in some tinfoil blankets.
Sorry you had to deal with that, Eddie Guerrero. We didn't know back then. We hadn't
Passed.
grown as a country.
Eddie's dead, right?
He's dead? Well, he's
Yeah.
still on. When is that? When do the Mexicans all come back from the dead?
Dead.
Dias de Muertos.
Muertos.
He'll be back.
Coco.
Keep
Yeah,
his
he's
picture.
in Coco right
yeah,
now.
keep his picture up.
Choke slamming some fucking kid. Some kid who can see ghosts. Shit, fucking Guerrero breaks into his room.
Oh. Yeah, when's a Mexican wrestler going to be at the top of the pops for the WWE? Has it happened yet?
I think they've.
Did we
Rey
steal
Mysterio
their...
was kind of big for a second.
Well, oh, you're right. Yeah. Did we steal fake like fighting from the Mexicans? Did they invent it? The
I
luchadores?
bet they did not.
Yeah.
It was actually like it started with bodybuilders. They're doing like fighting and stuff in the circus, but then they were like, how do we make this less taxing on our body? And they were like, let's fucking make it.
Bodybuilders were doing fighting in the
Not
circus.
body, but
Is that
strong
what you
man. It was
said?
like dudes who are like fighting in the carnivals and stuff, like
Yeah.
carnival fighters. And
Well,
like,
they were wrestling for real?
yeah, but they're like, let's make it easy on ourselves. Let's fucking make spectacles and turn it into a show. And then they
so
started
fake it.
incorporating other styles from around the world.
Whoa.
Yeah, sorry.
Where was that?
The circus.
That was at the circus.
In the year 1200. Bringing it back,
Yes.
it answers your question. This is what happened.
It was at the circus. Ancient times. Circus. This vague bullshit.
Yeah, to answer your question about the Middle East or the Middle
Yeah.
Ages.
I'll tell you all about it.
The Catholic Church actually was what dissolved Rome.
Is it?
Dissolved Rome from the inside, Christianity, yeah.
Who told you that?
Spread out. The book I fall asleep to.
I thought,
Yeah.
I thought the
I was gonna
Vandals.
say, I think the
fucking-
Vandals had a little to do
Oh,
with
the
it.
Brotherhood. Yeah, but they could have been so much harder to them. Instead, they were like, I don't know exactly how the Vandals, but I think they were like, I forgive you guys.
Oh, there was a lot of that.
Was it really? I didn't. I was just kidding.
No, that's actually kind of true. But no, they just spread out so much. They started bringing in all these other tribes and shit.
Yep.
Bringing all these other cultures.
Showing
Their
them the
armies
way.
went from like beast Romans to like half just poor people from the woods.
Yep.
Their armies were softer. They started losing wars.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like too big. This is what ChatGPT said. It was too big to control
Yep.
Yeah.
one guy. And also the succession plan. Like if you didn't have a good succession plan, like once a king died or something like that, everyone would be like, I don't know that guy money anymore. The next guy that comes in, I don't know that guy anything.
Imagine if you lived 5,000 miles from a guy and you somehow heard he died. I'd be like,
Yeah.
I'll wait on that.
Yeah. I'll find out he's heading this way and I'll spend 2 years building an army before he gets here.
I wish I could have built an army against my credit card that one time. That was so nice. That was so nice when they're like, "You owe us money," and I was just like, "I don't think I have to do that."
No.
Yeah, I didn't. Nothing ever happened.
No, I don't.
I just went like, "No, I'm not paying you guys." I was like, "I don't like the way you guys just like jack rates up," and they were like, "Well, that's our right," and I was like, "Well, it's my right not to pay."
Yeah, and then eventually some other guy buys it.
Nothing happened.
Yeah,
nothing happened. They just bothered me, and I was like, "Shut up."
Yeah.
And then it was fine.
I'll just call you for like 5 years.
Yeah, and then they give up. They do give up though.
They give up.
Yeah, because they'll be like, well, your credit score is going to be shit, and you're going to be like, I don't have any money. It doesn't matter.
A fucking credit score.
Yeah, like, well,
I literally told him.
Yeah.
At the time I was 23, and I said, guys, after 7 years, my mom told me this all goes away. So I don't even want anything until I'm 30 anyway. And they were like, dude, you can't do that. You're a fucking coward running from your problems. And I was like, later, guys.
Somebody called you a coward?
Yeah, dude.
That's pretty awesome.
They get nasty. Because they would be like, where do you live? And I would say, I
coward.
live in the fucking woods, dude. Come find me.
Fucking
Well, that's
coward.
probably
They say
the
you're running from your problems in the woods. And I'd be like, dude, I'll fuck you up, dude.
Yeah, okay, fucking credit card
Dude.
phone guy.
So
you fucking loser.
my cousin told me to tell. My cousin told me to
that guy's
say,
pretty awesome.
Well, my
Calling
cousin.
a dude a coward.
Oh, it was
that guy's obviously the
can't
man.
run from your problems. My cousin told me if you're getting a bill collector, they have like there's a lot of call centers in India. So apparently in Florida, outside of they have a lot of like detox centers down there. A lot of sober heads, newly sober heads, go and work for credit collection agencies. They're like near those things. So he was like, if you get a credit collector, just start fucking hammer. If you see a Florida number, just start
Call
being
him a
like,
junkie.
you fucking junkie
Well,
piece of shit.
it is.
You fucking
Yeah,
junkie.
you
You're not
fucked
gonna
your life
last,
up, dude.
You're not gonna last. Go fucking use, dude.
Yeah, kill it, dude.
That's what he said. I was like, that's a funny
That's
thing.
awesome.
I would never do that. I'd be like, you fucking weak junkie.
You
dude.
would.
How much of you owe your family, dude?
Yeah.
Fucking worried about me.
It is because volume business, right? A guy just buys up a bunch of people's debts,
yeah.
and then it's like call as many of these people as possible.
Pennies on the dollar.
If someone's dumb enough to pay this, then we'll be good.
Yeah, I think you still have a fucking blemish on your credit report. If you pay one of those guys, I think it's not like you're like you spike up to 750.
Yeah, I don't think they're calling. I don't know, whatever.
FICO.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, FICO, this guy's good.
he's good.
Boost him back up.
Let him buy that jet ski. FICO, give him a jet ski.
But yeah, the credit card stuff is just
He's
like
gonna pay $300 a month for 10 years for a jet ski. The interest rate is 97%.
I think the worst thing they can do is literally like take you on Judge Judy. Like I think a credit card company has no. They dudes call you and like, hi, I'm from the legal department. I'm like, a legal department of what? And they're like, we work with the legal department. I'm
The
like,
law.
dude, shut the fuck up.
It's the law.
You know the statue with the blindfold? That's us. It's like, dudes, fuck off.
I do not understand how people like Judge Judy or
Like,
any
you don't
other
think she's
judge.
fair? You don't think she's fair?
No, I fuck her.
You ever watch it?
Yes,
It's pretty fun.
I don't like.
What's your beef with JJ?
Yeah,
I just
mine.
don't like
You're
her.
more of a
I
Mathis
don't-
man.
What?
You more of a Mathis man?
Yeah,
Judge
more of a
Mathis.
Mathis
I'm
guy.
more Joe Brown, man. Joe Brown, give you the business. Is Joe Brown dead? Guy's still going?
Dang.
Guess
I
I'm
think
not
he's
that
on
big
the
of a
Supreme
fan.
Court, actually. I think
He
Judge
did?
Brown.
Yeah, one of them. Clarence Thomas or Judge Joe Brown. I can never tell them apart.
I just know someone's getting some Texas justice down there.
Someone's getting some justice, dude. Well, that should be the new Supreme Court. It's just all the TV judges. They'd be getting it done.
Dude,
They would.
yeah, I just hate every.
We might have abortion back. Remember when you cried when they overturned Roe v. Wade? Dude, when they overturned Roe v. Wade, I came into Chris's room and he was under his bed. And I was like, Chris, you want to get coffee? He was like, get out of my room.
This, it's always net negative coming on this podcast.
No,
dude. It's always,
you cried during
It's
Roe v.
always-
Wade.
yeah. I
It's
wept.
not true.
I don't even know when that happened.
Roe v. Wade got overturned?
Yeah.
Might have blacked it out.
I don't really, yeah.
I don't even.
You were drinking pretty hard during Roe v. Wade.
No,
You
that's
took to
every.
the bottle. You took to the bottle. You started crying. You were like, I need wine.
No, that's every article is like that. The Supreme Court has passed X. The House has passed X.
You gotta stay
and then
up.
you
I stay
click
up on
on the
all of it.
article and they're like, well, now it has to go through this other process.
Me and
and
Matt
it
will
hasn't
explain it
happened
to you,
yet.
don't worry. I read all those.
That's every article is just an extreme event has happened, and then you click on it. It's like, well, it hasn't happened yet. It
No,
actually has to go through a
They
thing
fuck
where
you with the science.
It's not
news.
going to change.
Dude, the science
Yeah.
news is bullshit.
Yeah.
Astronomers found a new black hole, and they predicted
And
the
it's gonna
speed of
get
light. And you
us.
read it, and they're just like, "Well, we don't know," and you're just like, "Dude,
Yeah.
Yeah,
don't fuck with me.
yeah.
Don't play with me."
The
right
worst
now.
was
Don't
when
fucking play
they
games
gave like a
Do
not play
23-year-old
games.
girl credit for like taking a picture of a black hole. Do you remember that?
No.
And then
I
you
like
looked
to take a
into it,
picture
and
of
she
her
was
black
just
hole,
like
dude.
she
She
was
was there. What'd you say?
I like to take a picture of her black hole, dude.
I love it. Her gaping fucking. I'd love to hear the sound emitting from her gaping hole.
I love to have my hand disappear, dude. It's dematerialized.
What happened? There was just a girl that was there, and they were like, "We're gonna."
She was
name
just
it.
part of the
Yeah.
team.
Yeah,
That was the
like-
whole story. There was a girl there.
There was just one girl there who like wrote a little report
Yeah.
on it. It was part of a
Really?
group of like 500 people that were like putting it through some algorithm to try to get the image.
Did they get the pic or no?
Yeah, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What's it look like?
Stupid.
It's like a fucking stupid thing.
It's the blurry kind of
crap.
orangey donut.
Yeah, man. They hit you with the Bigfoot stuff, and it's like, dude,
Yeah.
it's like a CERN is like a $7 trillion center.
yeah.
It's like, here's a pixelated picture of, and you're like, dudes, fuck you guys.
Yeah.
That's
What?
it?
That's
Sick.
pretty cool, actually. Yeah, it kind of looks
Yeah,
cool.
it's
as
pretty
fuck.
cool.
That's worth billions of dollars.
It looks like a cool cat's
Can
eye.
I,
That's
can I make
what
a cool
think
background
of.
out of that? Worth it.
Yeah.
Worth it.
That's all we need.
Worth it.
We
yeah.
need wallpaper for our cell phones. Keep it up, scientists. You fucking losers.
Damn, we're losing faith in all
I
of our
hate space.
institutions.
You used to love space.
I do love
Remember when you
space.
loved Elon Musk? Now you're a Democrat. You're not allowed to
I
love
like
Elon
Elon
Musk.
Musk.
You're not allowed to like him anymore.
Why not?
Your political party says he's bad.
I like him. That actually.
What about his
That was
Twitter?
the
What about
beginning.
Musk's
That was
Twitter?
the beginning. What?
What about his Twitter? Allowing hate speech. He actually agreed with Scott. He said Scott Adams' thing. He said something pro
Chris
Scott
said
Adams. No.
No, he
Elon.
supported Scott.
Chris O'Clotter.
Good Christ.
No, dude.
He did. Elon did support Scott, dude.
What did he say?
He said the media is actually racist against white and Asians peoples. That's what he said.
Scott said that, and then
No,
Elon.
that's
me-
what Elon,
Elon.
said.
So the media is racist against whites and Asians. Yeah, sorry, Asians, you're in this with us right now. You guys
Elon
shouldn't
Musk-
have worked so hard.
Yeah. You worked your way to. You're with us, dude. Welcome to the big leagues. It's tough up here. Purified air. Purified might not.
Rarefied
be
air.
Yeah.
Also, probably,
Well,
HEPA filters are bound.
purified was yeah.
Oh, it's a thing. So that's your
a
problem. You
little
know too much
racial-
about history.
Oh yeah.
You know too much. I hear that and I go, yeah, HEPA filters. You go, no, there's actually a deeper connotation. And I go, hold on, let me fall asleep and see if I can remember
Yeah.
this shit.
Aryan race, pure blood.
Yeah, that was their thing. Man, that stunk. What if they had 23andMe back
Look at me,
then?
dude. Pure.
Pure as hell.
The master race. It's me, the master race. I'm here. Jews. I'm the best. Ask me anything. I'm ChatGPT. Marie Antoinette. That's enough questions for
Marie
now.
Antoinette married Charlemagne.
That's enough
That
for
didn't
now.
happen. Stop.
Beat it, nerd.
Some guy just typing on the other end, like,
Yeah, it's just a guy. ChatGPT is definitely
It
just
is
a guy.
fun. It is fun because you can ask it to write scripts in people's voices.
mm-hmm.
You
It
know
wouldn't
what I
do
mean?
Shane, I saw.
Well, no, yeah, it wouldn't.
Would
Yeah.
not do Shane.
Because I am hate speech. Even this computers know.
It can't
You
touch
just
it.
put more into the algorithm,
Too
too.
hot to handle.
You just said, I'm the master race.
I am the
ChatGPT
master
was like,
race.
dude, come on, man.
ChatGPT doesn't understand
We're
irony.
trying. I think everyone's done with the master race stuff, I think. I've been
think
getting
so.
into
Boys kicking around,
Yeah, I know,
dude.
I
There's a lot of boys.
If you watch that Clot video, there's a I think on some Clot. The Scott Adams video, there's bros in the comments like getting fired up.
Oh man.
Literally no contact. They just go, 50% of black people say it's not okay to be white. That's all I need to know. And they disappear off into whatever fucking they're going off to do. And you're like, oh boy.
Yeah, dude.
Oh
I bet-
boy.
Yeah.
You know
what
the
do you-
movement's not going well when you're rallying around
Yeah.
Dilbert.
Let's take
Yeah.
that piece of information to Wawa with us.
Yeah.
50% of black people don't like me. Fine. I need to go get coffee at Wawa. There's one of those sons of bitches now. that Dilbert was talking about.
He's behind the counter. He's like, this guy thinks he's got an extra mayo. No fucking way, dude. I'm gonna skis sandwich gonna be dry as hell. I know they hate that.
Got some dry ass sandwich. Then that guy goes home and they're like, "Do you think it's okay to be white?" He's like, "No, motherfucker, a dry ass sandwich."
Yeah, it was. I was
Vicious
crazy.
cycle.
It was crazy that like he was like trying to go through like world viral statistics of like the pandemic, and like he was like, guys, you don't understand. I'm behind the scenes. I'm crunching the numbers. And he saw one survey of 1,000 people and was like, "Well, guys, I give up. Black people are ridiculous." And it was just like. Dude, I'm telling you, it's a play. It's definitely a play, and he's going to do. He was like, "You guys don't understand the data behind the vaccine." Now he's just like, "Bro, black people stink." And you're like, "Bro, what the fuck are you talking about?" He's courting.
He's trying to reset the table.
He's courting. I'm telling you, man, he's courting the darkest corners of the internet. He has no idea what he summoned, and he's about to find out, and they're going to just annihilate him. They're going to keep fucking with him. He has no clue. He has no clue. He just summoned 4. So he's now 4chan's like focused target. Like they're like, this is so funny watching this guy lose his mind.
Watching Dilbert lose his mind.
And there's like a hive mind collective of people just fucking.
And
with
that
this
guy could have just shut the fuck up. He could have had a decent life. He made Dilbert.
He was syndicated.
He's probably making so much money off that dumb shit.
Dude, ridiculous.
You can say that stuff. You can say, "I'm done with black people." You just say it. Don't do it on a camera.
Yeah.
Dilbert, you're 66 or however old you are. Sit in your fucking big ass house and go, "Well, that's it. I'm done with black people." And say it to no one. It'll echo in your mansion. Now he's on fucking Facebook Live. Like, get away from these motherfuckers. No, Dilbert. Dilbert. It's so funny.
He's such a
It's
dumbass.
so funny. It's Dilbert.
I know.
You couldn't think of a funnier, like, if you had to pick a guy to be melting down. Like, I don't know. What's the funniest thing possible? The guy who came up with Dilbert?
You see the view counts are like 20,000.
Yeah, the Where's Waldo guy
13.
just called someone the N-word. It's like, perfect. Perfect. That's funny.
Gary Larson from The Far Side questioned the Holocaust numbers.
Makes a cartoon. 2 cows. The smokestack seemed kind of small.
Yeah, he blew it, man. But dude, you look at that video, it's like 400,000 views.
All for the views.
He went on Hotep Jesus. He also claims that he's like, the whole video, he's like, I've been helping the black community my whole life. He's like, and all they do is call me racist. It's like, wow, I don't think that any one of them knew you until then.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden you're just like,
I don't know. Dilbert's big in the hood.
Dilbert big in the hood?
He's certified.
Is that his G-Pass?
If Claude Adams goes to
Is
the
that
hood,
his
he's got a big time G-Pass, dude. Where's he from?
Where? He
That's
actually
not
ran
far
into
from
problems with affirmative action way
It's like
back
an hour
when.
and a half, 2 hours.
He was like a corporate bigwig. He wanted to be like a corporate bigwig, and that was like the early '90s when they started doing affirmative action. He's on record being like, "They fucked me,"
Oh, okay.
They
So he didn't get
fuck-
into art school. He had one of those origin stories.
something like that. But he wanted to be like a business guy. Then he
He's
started
an
doing
Adolf origin story.
Yeah, and he started going. "They
Bernie
fucked
Adolf.
me." And he started to do the thing like he was like, "I love Trump's persuasion," and then finally he just went, "I can't hide. I'm coming out."
It's time. It's time for me to tell everybody how I really feel.
Dude, it's you watching, you go like, Jesus, man. He's like, Don Lemon said it himself. You don't deal with problems when you live around white people. And it's like, that's Don's words, not mine.
Oh, yeah. Don you see that Don Lemon clip from 2013?
Why did he do that?
That was 2013. You were allowed to go wild.
Yeah, I guess so.
2013, you were allowed to say pull up. That was literally what he said.
Yeah,
Don Lemon went on CNN.
Someone probably called him like a gay ass bull.
Someone
probably called him a gay ass
black people
bull.
bullied the fuck out of Don Lemon. You didn't see this? He was on your.
He said, "Pull up your
He was
pants."
on the Chris News Network. He was on CNN, and he literally was like, 5 things black people need to do. 1, pull up your fucking pants. Like, it was crazy. Stop fucking littering. That was like number 2.
Well, how long has he been on CNN for?
I don't know.
That might have been when he got the signing bonus, dude. He
That
probably got
was
the
a
signing bonus.
he was like,
guys, let me tell you
he
something.
hit the Dilbert button. He hit the Nas, dude. Time to fucking launch. It's time. 5 years later, he's on TV crying.
Yeah,
Black
dude.
people. It's like, dude, fucking, we saw what you said.
So he did that?
Yeah.
2013.
Yeah. That was probably right around when he was getting accused of sexually assaulting that waiter.
Oh yeah,
What?
Yeah,
Yeah, you didn't know Don? Dude, these are
Don
your guys.
Lemon. It was Don
I
Lemon,
don't
dude.
know.
Don Lemon.
I don't think I've watched a minute of Don Lemon.
Don Lemon got in there, wiped his nuts on a waiter.
Yeah, literally, he goes, "I'll have a hot dog." Actually, like, I'm in the mood for a hot dog now. Grab the beans, bro. He had the Franken
Waiter
beans.
came over and was like, yeah, he was like, here's today's orders. He was like, yeah, actually, I'm going to go with the fucking hot dog, dude. That's so funny. How have I never heard that? That's so funny. Did you just come up with that? That's great. Grabbing a guy's dick and be like, let me get that hot dog.
I didn't know it was a waiter.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that for the rest of my life. I love grabbing dicks. It's so funny. Walking by someone, give them a little boop. See that?
Yeah, you start like, yo, what are you hungry for, man? I don't know. What
I'll tell you what I'm hungry for. I haven't had a hot dog in a while. Let me see that.
Oh, dude, you get a cocktail weenie, dude. Fucking
Little cocktail weenie. Oh fuck.
come up with plans to grab your friend's dicks is awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Like, how are you gonna do it? Put your own flair on it.
I'll never get past horse bit me. Horse bit me.
It's
Fear
pretty
the horse
good.
bit me was unbelievable. I can't believe my dad did
It's a
that to
Statue
me.
of Liberty play.
It really is. It's the Statue of Liberty. It's Boise State. It's Boise State, Oklahoma.
Oh my god. I mean, dude, that's
That's a good one. That's a nice little one.
That's
Statue of
uncharted
Liberty.
YouTube territory. There's like the video.
Funny ways to grab dicks.
Well, I'm saying
You
grab.
should do it like a
grabbing
karate,
dicks
like
in the hood.
like an 80s, 90s karate style infomercial. You know what I mean? Where there's like the guy like teaching you how to do karate. You can be like, this move.
Like Rex Kwando.
Yeah, Rex Kwando guy's balls.
I'm thinking about a dude going and grabbing dicks in the hood, dude. That's the most dangerous game.
I think about it every time we bring this up. I think about when I did that to Courtney and he socked me in the dick as hard as he could, dude. No hesitation. I went, Courtney, you see where the horse bit me? He went, just punched me in the dick, dude. Yeah, you can't grab the fellas
Why is that?
because Dilbert's right. Just get away from these guys. They don't even like fooling around.
Look, grab their dicks and run, dude.
Grab their dicks and run as fast
far
as you
away.
can.
You tried to
can't
grab a black guy's dick.
You
got
said, why
punched.
can't I go grab dicks in the hood, dude?
Yeah.
You're crazy? Of course you can, dude. If you went in the hood and started grabbing
Neighborhoods
dicks,
aren't safe.
dude, you would die. What'd you
It's
say?
not safe.
What'd you say?
The neighborhoods aren't safe.
Dude, you walk in the hood,
Yeah.
you're like, yeah, I'm opening up like a cupcake shop. Beat the shit out of you, dude. You crazy?
Yeah, I was thinking open up a hot dog cart around here. When you grab it, yeah. If it's an Arab, you gotta go a little hole.
Yeah, man, that's a real cool bubble coat. Let me sip that down. Dude, you would get killed.
You get killed, dude. I mean, if you hit, yeah, most our age white dudes would laugh. A lot of them, but you head into the Elks. You head into the Elks, start opening a hot dog stand. Those boys would try to fight you. Hey, this guy tried to grab my stuff. Fucking queer. You fucking queer.
Dude, imagine there's still beer foam on their lips and you fucking go for a hot dog. They're gonna be like,
Steelers Ravens on. It's fucking 1:30 on a Sunday. Just
you go in there and yank every chain and run out. Can you escape?
You can pull some bells. Hunchback and Notre Dame some bells, dude. Bell tower.
I'd rather VFW yanks.
Just pull us.
Oh, yeah, but dude, they would form up and like two of them would block the door.
Yeah.
You'd have two dudes in Baltimore Ravens.
Call the police. Call the police. There's a goddamn queer in here. He yanked me. Yeah. Yeah, old white dudes would spaz just as hard as black dudes.
yeah.
They would use all their powers
Big
to try
time.
to stop you.
Big time. They're two dudes that block the doors. You have two like big fat dudes just fucking like, you're not getting out of here,
Yeah.
dude. Fuck down. What the hell's wrong with you, man?
Yeah.
What are you on, fucking weed?
This guy's on fucking drugs.
Yeah, they would not like that at all.
Damn, how
Don't
many
even
dudes?
think about that.
How many dudes do you think have hooked up at the Elks or via like just? It has to have happened.
It's got to be two dudes a year. 2 dudes a year at
Yeah,
least.
2 dudes a year got shit faced, and they're just like,
Kiss at the Elks. No, they got the ring cam in there.
They all have the ring cam. Every Elks member.
Yeah.
It's got to happen
It's a
at least
chess
at every
game.
Elks. It's got to be. You think it's like a generational thing, or it's just like at least like once a year?
I think once a year, two dudes just fuck.
Yeah, probably.
Have
Probably.
to.
You should
Throughout
ask.
all the-
Next time you're
all
there,
the Elks.
just be like, "Yo, for
Have
real.
dudes fucked.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Come on. I don't do that stuff here. This isn't New York. It's all those weirdos you hang out with. That Chris O'Connor. You guys are weird. You live together. You guys are weird.
It is. I do like thinking about dudes that age just repressing fucking homosexual urges, just fucking like.
Because their minds, everybody's mind. You think of everybody thinks of crazy, terrible things.
But they have to go like.
But all those, like we, comics, not just comics, but us as friends. Like if you think of something, if you think of yanking guys' dicks at the Elks, we're gonna talk about it.
Yeah.
Those dudes think these thoughts and just go.
Oh, it's just another picture of Coors Light. You're like, let me get my brain eraser.
Gotta wet my whistle. Gotta
I'm getting
repress
parched.
whatever that was.
Yeah. It's going like, yeah, these guys are looking pretty good this year.
I bet that's the gossip at the Elks is who's fucked. I bet it is.
No, they don't gossip about that, dude.
You don't think they gossip? I bet it's.
You're
a
okay. So
knitting
there's definitely
circle.
like,
If
that
there's a
guy's
gay
little,
guy?
that guy's a little
Yeah.
funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
For sure.
Yeah.
there's some guys that are funny. There's a funny guy at the Elks.
Yeah.
I've seen the funny guy, and there's some chatter. I've heard some. I've actually literally heard this chatter.
Yeah.
Almost exactly what Matt said. They're like, yeah, that guy's. He's a little funny. That guy's weird.
They're just picturing fucking blowing him the whole time. They're like,
Just imagining.
tell you what, man, these fucking caravans are just fucking
Keep that guy away from me. Or I will
Fucking
suck
Biden,
his
he doesn't know
dick.
what the hell he's doing. He doesn't know his ass from his fucking elbow.
He doesn't know his fucking dick from my mouth. He's like,
Son of a bitch.
I can't stop thinking about blowing Biden, dude. So blow Biden. Pee on my new blanket my wife got. At Boscov's.
We should switch.
Yeah.
And keep this momentum rolling.
We're
we
an hour,
found a
right?
nice sweet spot. I
did.
haven't had this much fun goofing off in a while.
It's been
Wetting
nice.
my ass.
You're sweating?
Yeah.
Chris O'Connor, what's your show dates?
Oh, yeah.
Let me
Kiss Man.
Cincinnati, March 7th. Indianapolis, March 8th. St. Louis, March 9th.
Damn. Off the dome?
Yeah. And then,
You're with me this weekend.
yeah, this weekend, Des Moines,
Pump it up.
March
Come see me and Kiss.
4th.
Me, Kiss, and Beezer
Minneapolis,
in
March 5th.
Iowa and
Yeah.
Minneapolis.
We got old Bridgeport, Connecticut, March 16th through the 18th, and New Brunswick, New Jersey, March 30th. They're my two. I'm pumping up. Boston's looking strong. I'm like surprised.
Nice. What are you doing? Laugh Boston?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
that'll
be great.
It's crazy. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's like you look at it. I'm looking at my tickets right here. I'm saying,
Boston.
oh no,
Boston's
what
a
the
great
hell?
town.
And you go, wow, that's nice. This guy's like me there.
Also, if you ever see a ticket that's more than fucking $45, it's a scalped ticket. Please stop reaching out to me.
Are you getting attacked for the scalpies?
Yeah, they're like, what do you think? You're fucking big time? You're selling tickets for $300? It's like, no, obviously, I would never do that.
Who the hell's reaching out to you about that?
You know,
Yeah,
fucking maniacs, all those fucking funny guys
that's crazy.
coming in, yanking my balls and running away.
Oh yeah, it's like don't get it. But yeah, that. I mean, $300.
It really sucks.
You should sell them for $300.
Yeah. No, it really. Yeah, you sound like my agent. 35 and 45 is so low. It's like, no.
Yeah, no, you'll never
enough.
get the credit for that
That's
either.
enough.
You'll never get the credit.
Never will get credit for
No
that.
one ever cares. They
No
don't
one
think
cares.
about it. They don't think about it.
No one cares. I was like, what's the lowest people sell tickets for that are doing theaters like this? I want to be the lowest.
If I
No
know
one
I'm
gives a
going to
fuck.
theater and someone hits me at $40, I'm going, nice. In my head, I'm going, it's going to be $80.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
If I go to a theater, I don't know. Even if
Yeah.
I go in there, I'm like, there's a part of my head that's like, you piece of shit.
Maybe
you know?
I'm dumb.
I assume the fees are going to be like $45 or something.
Yeah.
Maybe I am dumb.
People's champ. People change.
Yeah, but no one cares.
They
No
don't.
one even realizes.
They don't care.
Yeah.
You could
No
double
one
your net
realizes.
worth now
Yeah,
and just
yeah.
have 10 dudes be like, you piece of shit,
Yeah.
fuck you.
Yeah, fuck. But yeah, the
90%
scalping
of
shit.
It's nice, but it
haven't
is
been
nice.
in-
The
It's a nice
scalping
sentiment.
shit sucks.
Yeah, well, they buy up bunches of tickets.
They buy a bunch of tickets. Yeah, and no one cares. No one's making. Ticketmaster's making
Probably
money
your
off
agents.
of it.
Probably your agents.
Maybe. Because there's a thing you can do where I would get that money. There's like a thing with Ticketmaster as the artist. You can do this thing where whatever the ticket sales are, you actually get that money.
Mm-hmm.
And they keep trying to get me to sign up for it. I'm like, no,
I see.
I will not be a part of this.
Yeah.
And they're like, why? Who cares? They're spending the money either way. It might as well go to you.
Yeah.
I'm like, no,
Yeah.
I have principles.
You do have you're a principal man.
And then everyone's calling me a dumbass.
No.
Everyone
Yo,
is. The
principles
fans
are
are
good.
saying, you fucking dumbass.
That's how
And then-
fucking villains are made, dude.
And then my agents are going, you dumbass.
No.
all
have
around.
principles. I need to get some.
You need some principles.
I'm
tell you why.
desperate. I'm desperate for principles.
You know what a nice principle is? Admitting when you're wrong. Hot dog.
Cut that. Cut that out.
Join the Patreon.
Oh, dude, we might do the history too.
Oh,
we got a
in the
little
Patreon.
crusades.
In the Patreon, Matt's prepared a nice little history lesson for us.
Yep. Fall of Jerusalem.
Oh, Lemaire, yes.
Get up in there, Lemaire.
You guys know March 2nd, March 3rd, March 4th. If you're in Virginia, I'll be around there. Yeah, please come through.
Say it faster. Say it faster so less people can understand you. What was it?
If you guys are around March 2nd in Virginia, Blacksburg, Virginia, March 3rd in Portsmouth, or March 4th in Richmond, come
Nice.
through. Yeah.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
And Guard Dog, you just started a new podcast, huh?
Ooh.
Yeah, everybody check out Guard
I have
Dog's
a
new podcast.
The show at the stand tomorrow. Please come to that.
What's the name of your podcast?
The super ultimate audio visual experience.
That's good.
It's a thrill.
It's a thrill.
I'm gonna see. I'm signing up for the page right now.
I already,
Thanks,
yeah.
man.
I think I did. I think you and me have the same Patreon. We're signed
Yeah,
up.
we're on like a PayPal deal
Yeah,
or something.
we're
yeah.
signed up on his.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Yo, send me the link, dude.
Goodbye. Join our
Goodbye.
Patreon and listen to Matt
Sayonara.
talk about the Crusades.
Yes.
Mr. Novak, how you doing, bro?
Man,
How you like the Mister? I've been trying to be way more respectful lately.
have you?
Mister, yeah.
The Mister would just fucking piss me off. Fuck you.
You don't like a Mister?
No.
I love Mister.
I just feel like it's like an authoritative figure.
Yeah, you don't
And
like that.
I have
You don't
a
like
problem with like authority and conforming.
Where's the authority problem you think come from?
My fucking father.
Yeah, but I
he
was
was a
just
crazy drug addict, Hell's Angel guy.
But he was still authoritative. He was still like,
in his own demonic, fucked up way.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah,
like
yeah,
he
yeah.
was really disconnected from reality, and he lived in his own world, and his own world looked like he rode with the Hells Angels, and everything was transactional, a business, while under the influence of crack or fucking meth. And so like he was the guy that like he would come home at 2:33 in the morning, and when he was awake, the whole fucking house was awake, and everyone was gonna wake up to sit on the sofa to watch him and his biker buddies party. So
What?
authoritative in that approach.
I see what you're saying.
So-
Damn, I thought I had a problem with authority. I just have an Irish Catholic father who spanked my hiney. And I'm like,
yeah.
dude, I don't
Fuck,
want to
that's
hear
a wet
it.
dream for me, you cocksucker. Fuck off.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I have a fucking authority problem. Mine must be nothing. Because I think that is real. The link to authority problems is just your relationship with your dad.
And my mother's go-to my whole life as a child growing up, she's like, when I just couldn't figure out fuck about shit, she's like, we should put you in the Marines. Like, if you don't,
Yeah,
what
thanks.
do you think I want a fucking muscle-jacked fuck waking me up at 4 a.m. to 5,000 push-ups? You can fuck off.
Yeah, that would spaz you. I have one of my moms, someone like my mom knows, got dishonorably discharged. From what I heard of just waking up and being like, get the fuck away from me. And they're like, dude, you're out of here.
Dude, that's
bad.
that approach does not work with me.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so.
Well, because I already am wired with like, if it doesn't make sense to me, it's wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like right out of the gate, I have a lot of shit going against me because a lot of things don't make sense to me. So I walk around like wrong, could do better, should do better, blah.
Yeah.
So it's what I've learned in life for me is that it's all about approach, right? And today it's much easier for me coming from a position of simply understanding as opposed to being understood.
Yeah.
So like I just accept you for where you're at, the jarhead for where he or she's at, and just it's cool.
Yeah, that was something that blew my mind during COVID, and I've like mentioned this before, but I still can't get over it. Like I would, I didn't realize how much I did this, but like, especially during like so before COVID, I didn't know that I was really doing this, but I'd go through a supermarket and like every person I saw, it would just be this like weird invisible battle in my head where I'd be like, look, this fucking guy is fucking pussy jerk off.
For
Then I would
sure.
see a lady and like, fucking chick's not even hot. Is she looking at me? No, she's not, fucking bitch. And like, and you're doing this like crazy maniacal thing in your head. And then COVID, it came to a fever pitch because there was like the mask first, no mask. And then it was like,
Yeah.
it was just like, it just all came to a head where I was like, dude, why am I this stressed while taking a walk? And I started doing a thing where like, when I would be out at a grocery store, I would really focus on not having like a silent battle against people and instead just like wishing strangers well. And like you were saying, exuding that, whatever that
Totally.
energy is. Dude, I felt so much more comfortable in public after that.
Yeah.
Which was like, it was like a revelation for me.
I love being right-sized by humanity. It just happened to me recently. And I'm really good at like, again, I really have dove into this whole spiritual aspect of my reality and believing.
When you say right side, sorry, what do you mean?
Like, my ego will allow me to create these delusional narratives that aren't
Yeah.
even fucking real. And then when I'm proved wrong, when I really believe I'm right, I'm like, dude, I am a fucking asshole. And it just happened. You're a Philly guy, right?
Yeah,
You'll
yeah.
relate to this story. Had a crazy weekend. I was in New York, all kinds of stuff going on. I drive back and I have like these weekly dinners at this place in Fishtown Sunday nights. And you know, Fishtown's kind of oversaturated with like a lot of hipsters.
Sure.
And in my mind, hipsters are just kind of tattooed, bearded, angry people for no fucking reason. It's not like they lack resources or
Sure.
whatever.
Yeah.
I create this narrative. So I had a long weekend and I'm trying to park under the L to go to this restaurant I go to, and there's this ice cream truck, and it's fucking just submerged with hipsters getting ice cream. And that's cool, right?
Yeah.
But as I'm doing this 3-point turn, someone I've actually like, oh, he's fucking pissed, dude. He's got a problem. So now I haven't even seen the
getting
person.
revved up.
I'm ready. And I'm like the most fucking passive aggressive. Like I cringe at the thought of confrontation. But if you caught me on the right time, I'm like,
Yeah.
it's fucking on.
Yeah, let's go.
So as I'm parking, I see him, and it's a hipster with tattoos and a beard who I already have created an issue with, but I
Yeah.
don't even know this person.
Yeah.
And he locks eyes with me as I'm hoping he would so we can fucking get to it.
Yeah.
And he goes, oh shit, you're so-and-so. And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, dude, I fucking love your work, man. And he had a camera in his hand and he was taking portraits and
You
stills.
just socked him in the
he's
face.
like, can I get a photo of you? This is what I do. And I'm like, dude, fuck yes and fuck me, right?
Yeah,
Because like
yeah,
I
yeah.
walk around just like at times,
Yeah.
and that's what I mean by really enjoying being right sized. Because
Yeah.
I have a job sometimes that consists of knowing everything, right? And that places me in a lot of positions that I don't really like to enjoy.
Yeah.
Um,
when you say you have a job of no, what do you mean?
Because like, you know, for so long when I was caught up in addiction, right? When logical people who knew how to stay sober would suggest to me what I might want to do in order to save my life, I'd suggest why they should fuck off.
Yeah,
Because
yeah, yeah.
I knew. I was too smart for my own goddamn good. Right. And then I got to this place where the pain became so unbearable. I was able to look back and recognize that like every common denominator in every one of my problems was me.
Yeah.
And maybe if I just get the fuck out of my way, I might stand a chance of living a better life. And what I do know is that I don't know. Because when I think that I know, there's no open mind. I am not teachable, and I'm definitely not willing to try anything that I don't agree with.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which just sets me up for a fucking, you know, all these terrible experiences.
Yeah, take me back through that. So what was like, how did you, what's your story? Like, how did you get in that? Obviously you're saying like, you know, family or, you know, home life, not great. And then like eventually to like, you know, gaining a ton of notoriety. Like, what was that like for you going from like the beginning to like the thick of all that stuff?
Well, it's a very interesting narrative and storyline, I believe. Because I come from Baltimore and you're obviously from Pennsylvania, so there's a lot of similarities at this table. But coming from that home life of a pretty chaotic household and a father who was pretty out of his fucking mind, I believe I was genetically predisposed to addiction or alcoholism. And that paired with the atmosphere I was brought up in, it just made sense.
Yeah.
But throughout that journey, I was blessed with a skateboard and I fell in love with skateboarding and another guy from Baltimore named Bucky Lasik.
Yeah.
Who
I played him on Tony Hawk for sure.
He's my fucking, he's the man. He's the legend. And he was from Baltimore, and he kind of recognized the talents I possessed. So he took me under his wing and got me sponsored by PAL, and that's where the skateboarding world took off. But then we would go to Cheapskates in Pennsylvania, the skate park.
Was it Boards and Blades or what?
Boards and Blades was later
After?
on,
Okay,
and
right,
that
right.
was right off Route 1 right there.
I was a young boy at Boards and Blades, and you would
Totally.
see like Bam
Yeah,
and
we
Squad
would come
through, and
skate
I'd be
there.
like, oh,
we filmed like some of
fuck.
the CKY shit there.
Yeah.
Like the stunts and stuff.
Yeah.
Naked Dave doing an ollie over the pyramid, and then Bam, I think kicking him or punching him or something like that.
Yeah, that was always legendary. You guys would come. We were like 12. We'd be like, oh, dude, fuck.
Yeah.
Like trying to do one heel flip. Like, this fucking rules, dude. I'm going to get sponsored.
It's it. Pro board coming.
Oh, it was
As soon as I get this heel flip.
Yeah, they're coming. Spitfire's coming for me, dude. Once I get that.
Just need a manager at this point. Too overwhelming. But nonetheless, so I meet Bam, and then we at that skate park called Cheapskates, which was clearly before your time. If Boards and Blades was when you started.
Yeah.
And
where was Cheapskates?
I don't know. It was in
Okay.
Pennsylvania, and we
Somewhere.
would drive up.
Right on.
And Bam would always be there, and he wasn't sponsored at that point. Bucky and I were, and we were instantaneously became thick as thieves.
Mm-hmm.
And we'd practice for this one contest every year, which was the NSAs. They'd have in Bricktown, New Jersey.
Okay.
And either he would win or I'd win. And one year I didn't show up, and he was there, and he went to Bucky, and he's like, yo, Bucky, where's Novak? And Bucky's like, I think he's on heroin. And Bam, at such a young age, was like, well, what's that? Right? And not such a young age, like 12, 13. It was like 16, 17. But
That's pretty young
when
still.
you're consumed in like a nice, wholesome life that revolves around skateboarding and a good family, like you don't have conversations that consist of those words.
Yeah, sure.
So it was at that point that his career in skateboarding totally excelled and took off, and mine went to complete shit, and I chose to pursue a life of heroin and addiction. Fast forward some time later, I'm really sick one day. I can't come up with any money. But at this point, I wouldn't even acknowledge a skateboarder, right? It was like, it was the equivalent of like looking at the woman you like get away, the love of your life.
Yeah.
You're like, dude, if I just did a little like, so it hurt me like that.
Yeah.
So I'd avoid skateboarding like the plague, but one day I was really sick and I couldn't come up with money. So I decided to go to this skate shop in Fells Point called Select. And I asked, when I get there to try to get some money, like, we're not going to give you money, but Bam was here yesterday with the Toy Machine team. And he asked if we ever saw you. We said no. And he said, well, if you do, give him my number. So he leaves his number. And a couple days later, I call, and it was the number to Fairman's skate shop in town.
Westchester.
Yeah. And I called Fairman's, right? Timing is everything in life. I call Fairman's. It's not even his skate. It's not his house. It's Fairman's. I'm a homeless heroin addict. I pump in some change into the fucking payphone, right? And this change is like my lifeline, right? So I got my finger on the thing. Like if it don't answer, I don't get beat for the money. So I'm like, but Dave answers. He's like, yo, he was just here. He's next door at Kuma, which is the sushi restaurant in town. He's like, hold on, I'll go get him. So he goes and gets him, comes back, and then that night I'm on a Greyhound bus from Baltimore to Westchester. And he's like, yo, come live with me. You know, you can at this point he had done the CKYs, and then Viva La Bam had just started, and he allowed me to be a guest on the show and started to get paid by Viacom, and I could do all this shit. I just couldn't. I could have a credit card. I could live at his house rent free. I just wasn't allowed to do heroin.
Okay.
that was the stipulation.
No problem.
I was cool with like Coke and alcohol because that was like I wouldn't steal your shit when I wanted more Coke.
Yeah. That makes sense.
So that was kind of how I like. And then throughout that process, Bam would always be like, yo, your stories are like the fun. He always loved the positions I ended up in as a direct result of my heroin addiction. Like letting gay men shave my asshole for rent money and fucking, you know, letting men blow me for more dope and just getting stabbed in the head with an ink pen and fucking like all this nonsense. So he's like, yo, you can live at the house. And now I'm starting to get appearances in Jackass. He's bringing me along and he kind of calls me like his walking television. But he then one night we would go to Kildare's after a rap. We'd rap for the day. Cass and the crew would go there. And humongous table of like 40 or 50 in a bar. And, and he'd like, tell this story, tell that story. And you could literally hear a pin drop. And it was then that he's like, yo, you're going to write a book. Now, I had not graduated high school at this point. I had no GED. I had nothing. I had no part of ever wanting to write a book. He's like, you're going to write a book. He gives me a notebook and a pen, and he goes, you're to carry this around all the time. He's like, I don't give a fuck if I don't even see you writing in it. You have to have it in your hand. The first time I don't see it in your hand, you're going back to Baltimore.
Damn.
So like the scales of justice were very equal there, easy to weigh out. Homeless in Baltimore, letting men blow me for heroin, or carry this fucking notebook and pen around and write my story. And still be on a TV show, drive a car, credit card, paid by Viacom, blah, blah, blah.
And you were maintaining sobriety, like relative sobriety?
No,
not even close.
He would like, I never was allowed to do what I really wanted to do, which was opiates, whether it was like Percocets or heroin. That was very frowned upon, and he made it very known to everyone in Westchester and the people we worked with to not give me any.
Gotcha.
So people listened, and but nonetheless. And the second book that I wrote, Streets of Baltimore, really dives into this, the psychology of an addict or an alcoholic, because I knew that I'm being presented this golden ticket, right? I can become this household name, making money. I can live in this fucking mansion, drive a car, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But I know that it's only a matter of time before the rug gets pulled out from under me. Like, because I can't stop getting high.
Yeah.
So he's cool with the coke and the alcohol and they don't really understand addiction at that point.
Sure, yeah.
But like, inside of me, I can't wait to get back to Baltimore to fuck. So I'd tell him lies like I have to go back and get my favorite pair of jeans. And I'd fucking go back and end up there for 3 weeks.
Damn.
And just lost in Baltimore shooting dope.
Jeez.
And so he'd kick me out. I'd go to rehab and a lot of wash, rinse, repeats of that.
Sure, yeah.
Later on, he then comes with this new idea. I'm going to write this book. I have no desire to write a book, but I had read a book called A Million Little Pieces by James Frey. Brilliant book, and I love the outline of that. So I'm no fool by any means, and I went and I just copied his outline, and I wrote a fucking 12 chapters, pen to paper, right? No laptop, anything. And my co-author is a man named Joe Franz, who made all the CKY videos.
Okay, yeah.
Filmed the Viva La Bams and Jackass, and he did not want that job, but Bam was like, dude, you're going to do this. Because no one wanted to work with me. I was like, I was not a good fucking employee.
Yeah.
My behavior was rather erratic, to say the least. But he made him kind of do this. And then a year later, I'm like, yo, I think I'm finished. And Bam started reading. He's like, dude, this is really something. So then he gives it to Joe. Joe turns 12 chapters into 23. And we get a literary agent off of Bam's manager, finds me a literary agent, shops around, and it gets fucking picked up. And it does like really, really well.
What was it? This is your first book,
The
right?
first
This
book,
was
Dream
cool.
Seller.
Dream Seller. That's a nice title, too.
Which was fucking, I mean, that's what I did for a living, right? Like I'd make people believe the unbelievable. I'd build your hopes up to like make you believe that like it was going to be different this time. Just in hopes for you to believe in me enough for me to get some cash out of you. To only apologize and just to wash, rinse, repeat. And that's kind of what my life looked like for a long time. But that's how I ended up in all these places and doing all these things. That what I didn't know then that's really rad now is that's life. It's live forward and learn backwards. And I didn't see that I was kind of being tasked with this fucked up position of addiction or alcoholism to then be later on blessed with recovery and use the very same platform that I gained notoriety from as being just this fuck up drug addict alcoholic to being this guy that's like, yo, if you want help, like I will help you. I have all these avenues to like get you out of where I once was.
Yeah, can you put that into words? I'm always kind of fascinated by that when it's like, because it is obvious to anyone who's out on drugs. When you know someone who's on drugs, you're like, dude, if you just don't do drugs, you won't have as many problems. And they're like, I have to do them.
Sure.
It's like, what is like the thought? Is it even a thought process, or is it just like a genuine, just like urge?
At that point in time for me, I got to a place in life where any person, place, or thing that stood between me and a bag of heroin must and will go. And it was never personal. It was just business, right? Because I'm a good guy with a great heart, and I was raised by a loving mother who taught me to show kindness and compassion to humanity. But don't catch me when I'm withdrawing. You know what I mean? So it's like, so what, I own treatment centers today. I own sober living houses. I'm totally immersed in that world. And the truth of the matter is, we are amazing people that have been diagnosed with a deadly disease that makes us make terrible decisions. That's the reality of it.
Yeah.
At least my story.
Yeah. So you're saying like, I'm so like the process of like having, I guess, that urge versus like, you know, like you said, in some way you kind of know like, yeah, this isn't going to go well.
So I remember,
but you just have to. I have to do it.
Prime example. We were kind of getting into it a little bit before we got on. I had just done a year in George W. Hill Correctional Facility. Right. They let me out New Year's Eve. I'm living in Westchester, and I have an amazing fiance at the time who's now my ex because they continue to get between me and drugs.
Yeah,
so they have to fucking go.
Yeah.
And she's moved our home while I was incarcerated. She redecorated it, really tried to love my addiction out of me. And I wanted to be done with it. I really did. That night I was released, I called up one of my buddies who rode with the Pagans, who partied with us in Westchester, and he brought over some Percocet 30s and a couple Xanax. Now, I had been sober for a year up to this point.
Yeah.
And I'm on parole. Like, I know what the deal is if I fuck up. I find myself in Ryan's pub in Westchester because I live right down the street, and I told my chick, because she'd watch me like a canine. I'm like, I just have to go up here to say hi to whatever. And I go, and I'm in the pub, and I'm sitting on the toilet, and the toilet paper dispensary is to my right, and I crush up 2 Percocet 30s and a half of Xanax, and I have it in my billfold, and I'm about to put it in my nose and sniff it, and I'm literally crying. I uncontrollably crying. I can't stop crying because I know that as soon as I do this, I'm going to begin that behavioral pattern that takes me where I don't want to go and makes me do things I don't want to do, but I can't control myself.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah,
there's
that's a
no
good explanation
there's no
of it.
room for logic at that point.
Jesus, man.
And that's kind of what my day in, day out looked like for a long time.
Yeah, that's a good explanation of it. Because, yeah, I know it's not like a thing with, like, words. It's just kind of like, you know, you also don't. And it's like, it's pretty fucking rugged, man.
I remember that night, I'm in the bathroom, I'm doing this, and I could hear people out in Ryan, you know where Ryan's is, and they're having a good time. They're waiting for the ball to drop. They're laughing. They're fucking playing. They're cheersing. And I'm in the stall just crying uncontrollably with a fucking rolled up bill up my nose, getting ready to sniff everything I love away.
Oh.
And that's what addiction is as a whole. But it didn't start that way, you know?
Yeah. How did you end up starting to do heroin? Because that was like a big jump from like skating.
Yeah.
Like, was it the pills first?
It was the fucking hallmark progression, you know, the alcohol, the weed, stealing the herb from the dad, and then the blow, because he sold a lot of blow. And things just progressively got worse, but mine was genetic. So, you know, I have a mother who was a nuclear physicist. I have a brother who is an attorney who works in the White House.
That's awesome.
I have a sister who works in the hospital my mother ran, but they are by a different father. I'm the only one by my father.
Got you.
He was an addict and his father was an addict.
Yeah.
You know, so I believe I was fucked from the gate.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The thing now is that, like, it's like, you know, my poison has become my medicine, and like it's turned out to be the biggest blessing that's ever happened in my life.
Yeah, that is the thing with I feel like addiction. It is like it's almost like a weird spiritual practice if you think about it. You just kind of like, rather than like meditating, you're just getting so fucking high all the time. Totally. Your life just collapses, and then now you have to really kind of, it gives people, I think, a deeper appreciation for life if they make it through it. That's my
and that's the thing, right? Because here's the reality, and this is why people are so just like frustrated with battling the disease of addiction.
Mm-hmm.
Statistics state, theoretical evidence dictates that I or anyone else that is sober are to be high or dead, right? Like the data collected, the analytics fucking from all over these studies that are given states that the majority of people die as opposed to find sobriety.
Yeah.
And I remember getting out of my last facility, and you know, BAM was always a constant theme throughout my life. And I stopped over and I saw him, and he's like, what the fuck? What was different about number 13 treatment center? Why not 12 or 10 or 6 or 4 or 3? He's like, what, did you have like a meeting with God or something? And I didn't say it to him because it's just too much for one to grasp. But in my mind, I'm like, yeah, I kind of did.
Really? So that's what I've heard before. Wasn't that what AA was founded on? The guy Bill
and Bob
went to like Carl Jung, and he was like, bro, either find God or you're toast.
Yeah,
in a way.
So you know, I'm not religious. I don't particularly care for organized religion.
Sure,
but I'm insanely spiritual, and it's like, Where's my spirituality if I judge your spirituality? So like acceptance is the answer to all in world.
For sure.
But I didn't understand that. See, the truth of the matter is, and this is a blanket statement that I'll make for anyone that's in addiction or in recovery, is that we didn't get here because we took the short bus to school. Quite the contrary. We end up here because we're too smart for our own fucking good. And then I land in a seat of a 12-step meeting or a treatment center that literally has the ability to save my life. And I fuck around and outthink myself right out of it.
Yeah.
Right? Because recovery is one of those weird things that works so well, people stop fucking doing it.
Yeah.
Think about it. It's such a mind fuck.
Yeah.
Right? So what I didn't know is that like the last thing I tried was the first thing that worked. Right, because I was just too smart for my own good, and I wasn't quite willing to buy into the process. It worked great for you guys, but I'm a bit different.
Yeah,
right?
That's everyone I've known. Everyone's like, I'm not one of those guys.
Yeah, for sure. And at the end, when I was optionless, literally, I was homeless, I was moneyless, I was friendless, I was carless, loveless. Just that was me. I had no other choice but to buy into the process. And I didn't even want to do it then. I begrudgingly did it, but like, fuck it. I have the time and no one's expecting or requesting my fucking presence, so let's run it. And the craziest thing happened is it started to work. I experienced the 12 steps, and what happened throughout the 12 steps is I had a spiritual experience. And the definition of a spiritual experience is simply a psychic change. Meaning that I, Brandon Novak, today no longer look at things the way I did then.
Do you remember what kind of kicked that off exactly, or was it just kind of
pain? Pain. I had to end up in a place where the pain was so fucking unbearable, right? Like to where my back was against the wall, and I had nothing else to do to get myself out of the position that I had created for myself.
How long did that take? How long did that take of like doing heroin?
Well, my overall resume with alcoholism and addiction was 22 years.
Okay, wow.
So, but the last 10 were really bad.
Yeah. What did that look like in terms of like you're saying like the personal pain? Was it like obviously like there's probably physical discomfort and all that stuff, but like just like alienation from everyone you've ever known? Were you like kind of like kicking yourself over like how much better things could have went? Like what was like the real primer?
All of the above. But what I didn't know then that I know now is that each one of my attempts at trying to find recovery were not failures. Despite me thinking they were, because like I would use in treatment, I'd get kicked out, I'd leave, I'd use the same day. And as any blessing happens to anyone, it happens unbeknownst to us, right? Like if I knew when and where a blessing was taking place and I was to report there to receive said blessing, I'd fuck that up, right? So like I had to be put in this place where these seeds were being planted unbeknownst to me. And then finally, on that day where the appropriate amount of pain was created, where it became so unbearable that I was finally willing to do what I had never been willing to do, which is become open-minded just long enough to pick that phone up, ask for help, and then the craziest thing ever, but fucking follow through with it. I started to see that like none of this was what I thought a failure. Like it all played its part when it was supposed to, so that finally when the opportunity met the appropriate time, an event was going to take place that was going to create this outcome unlike anything that I could wrap my feeble mind around. And I saw on my way into that last treatment center, like it's like the skies parted and I walked across the sea and everything they said made sense, and just like it hit me. And I knew that like, I get it. It makes sense now.
Yeah.
It all makes sense. And
so you knew even just heading while on the way there, you're like just something flipped.
Because they would be like, dude, I own facilities now, and my favorite thing is to run groups with my clients, and I can't get enough of that. And I'm like, who in here thinks that you're in here because of drugs and alcohol? And the majority of them raise their hands. And I'm like, you're all fucking wrong. That's not why we're here. The drug and the alcohol is not the problem. So right out of the gate, no wonder you keep repeating your behaviors, because you're fighting the wrong fucking opponent. You're in the wrong ring. You're going to lose every time.
Yeah.
Right? The problem is the thinking and the attitude and the behavior. right? So as long as I continue to repeat the behaviors, I'm going to repeat the outcomes where I end up in a place where the only answer is a shot of heroin or a glass of wine.
Yeah.
So once I realized the alcohol is the solution, not the problem, I've now identified, right, who my opponent is. It's my behaviors. So I had to change my behaviors to change the outcomes. I started to then gain a better understanding of the reality of my situation. And what I learned is the reason why I got beat so bad is because A, I always underestimated the opponent that I was up against because I was the great I am. And B, I never gave it the time, attention, or respect it deserved.
Yeah, and you're talking, when you say that, you mean like yourself, basically? Or like, because it sounds to me like it's like you were saying, like, yeah, fucking heroin, fucking keep making me fucking do it. When in reality, it is like it's yourself, and nobody, even without drugs, nobody wants to admit that like they're a complete problem.
Exactly, and again, this isn't just. Substitute the word drugs for whether your things porn, sex, food, shopping, gambling, fighting, fucking, whatever.
Yeah.
Right? These are the solutions to the problem. And you were talking about it during COVID, right? Prior to COVID, you'd walk around with all these narratives of these people. And then all of a sudden in COVID, and it made me think of it, we were kind of forced to be with ourselves, by ourselves, to look at ourselves, which is what we avoid by fucking, fighting, betting, shopping. You know what I mean? And then I start to look at me, which is why I got high for so long, right? To escape the shitty reality I created for myself as a direct result of continuing to shoot dope. And then finally, when I got into a place where I could start looking at me, I realized that I'm the problem. Right?
Yeah.
There is no their part. And the longer I think that there is a their part as to why I'm this way, I'm just the victim. So now I'm going to drink because of my shitty life. And you would too if you had a life like mine. I'll justify why. Right? The brain is the fucking problem in every area of life.
Yeah, dude. It does. It can fuck you up, man. It can really fuck you up. You can do anything and just be like, get something in your head like, oh, I'm not good enough.
Totally. And then it just snowballs.
Yeah. It's kind of fucked up.
It's insane. But if you're aware of it, then it's worth its weight in gold.
Yeah, true.
And now, like, the longer I stay sober, the more work that I do, it's amazing. What I do know is that I don't fucking know. And I don't take credit for any of this.
Yeah. How long have you been sober for?
Coming up on 10 years.
Oh, nice. So it's been a while.
Yeah. And now all I do, I dumb my way into this shit.
Yeah.
And now I always say I came into like sobriety as a king. And I worked my way up the ladder to become a humble servant. And the more people I help, the more I give away, the better my life is, the more I gain in return, which makes no sense.
Yeah.
Right? Like in any business transaction, if I give you something I have, I'm to walk away with less. In this weird, magical, spiritual world of recovery, anything that I give you, I'm walking away with more.
Yeah, dude, that I remember that was like a weird shock for me when I went to school for social work for a while, a couple years ago. And I would get like inmates housing. That was like a thing I did for like one of the field placements. And then there was this one guy who was a fucking pain in my ass. He'd always like call me and just be like, "You're not doing shit, blah, blah, blah."
Sure.
He was under the gun because they were going to take his kid, a bunch of shit if he didn't find appropriate housing. And I remember the day I found him a house, we're both in this place, and I called him up. I was like, "Yo, dude, we got it." And we both were so happy. And I was like, that was such a funny, for something so dumb. I mean, it's a big deal. It's a house. But I remember like I won this like comedy contest, and I was like, this is it. And then I got the guy a house, and it was literally the same feeling.
Again,
it was the same exact feeling of like
timing and opportunity meeting to create a beautiful outcome.
But it is a weird thing. That was like a weird thing for me when I was like, oh, you can get just as happy for doing nice things for people as you can, like, achieving some sort of personal victory.
Any monetary fucking victory.
Exactly. And it's like, it is honestly, I would argue that like when you do something like awesome for a person, I think it feels better than if you just like kill it in some way with like a sales thing.
Straight up.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. No matter how much, for me, what I did for the majority of my life is I just like rearranged the furniture on the Titanic, right? For years, and I swore that this way was going to be the proper placement to make sure my ship doesn't sink, and I would always do that. And then I learned that like it is what it is, right? Stop overcomplicating a simple process, and because the world kept right sizing me, and I just I took me out of the equation. I thought less and just did more. Because I surrounded myself with like people who genuinely were also really good people that were just trying to make humanity a little bit better today than it was yesterday.
Yeah, that is a nice thing. And it's one of those things too. It's one of those things I think people sneer at. They're like, making the world better. It's like,
Sure.
what the fuck else are you gonna do, dude?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
just be a dickhead all the time. But it's like, I feel bad for personally. It's like, so you have people, they go through drug addiction. There's like this whole thing. It's like everyone when I would imagine you're a drug addict. There's like a part of it like everyone knows I'm an addict. People are talking shit on me. Everyone blah blah blah. But then almost like you reach a point where you're like, I don't give a fuck, and that's like a very freeing experience eventually. Whereas there's people who don't ever, fall into a deep drug addiction, but they never get to really face their own like self-defeating mental patterns. And in a way, it's almost like the person, in my opinion, who goes through addiction and gets out of that ends up having, I think, a richer existence than if you never really have to face that or come like face to face with yourself and like really look at yourself. Because there's people who get through life
100%.
good on paper, but it's like they're tortured.
Absolutely.
And it's like I always thought it was like a shame.
I couldn't agree with that sentiment anymore. That's a spot on fucking example.
Because everyone I know who's in recovery is like they're very open. There's like almost like you can tell. It's like, okay, this person really has turned a corner because it's like something switches and it's like it's nobody really knows exactly what that is, but it really is the most consistent factor is having some sort of spiritual experience or like like an awakening experience.
Studies show that people that do what the studies show that sober people that do what other sober people do in order to stay sober have better odds of staying sober. So like there's not a black and white one size fits all. And you can try another method or another avenue that could equate to the same result.
Mm-hmm.
But I got to a point where the stakes were way too high and I was tired of rolling the dice and I kind of wanted to start working smarter, not harder. So I just bought into what the group does in order to stay sober. But the funny thing was, and you said it, it's all a thinking problem, right? And I always have this alcoholic brain that lies to me, my own voice. And it always makes me believe the unbelievable.
Yeah,
and it creates these delusional narratives. And I walked around for years thinking that no one in this world knew that I had a problem but me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like I thought that I was kind of keeping it contained. Just enough to continue to enable my behaviors, which is getting high and justifying the outcomes.
So that's crazy. You really didn't think people were like hip to you at all.
Not nearly as much. So I didn't, right? I thought that no one in the world knew that I had a problem but me. And then when I finally bought into the process, what I learned is that everyone in the world knew that I had a problem but me.
Yeah, that's
right. I was the last person. Why? Because I possessed that job that consists of knowing everything.
That's really funny.
And I'm like, fuck. Right. And
that's so funny.
And that's what I again, right? I was ignorant to the process and the reality of my alcoholism because I lived off of justification and minimization and deflection, right? If only she didn't come home from work early, she wouldn't have found my needles on the table.
Yeah.
If only the parole officer's fucking husband would have banged her out, she would have been mad and gave me a piss test that fucking got me dirty and sentenced me to 6 months. All this
it's
nonsense.
always other people's fault.
So finally, the craziest thing happened. I started to take accountability for my actions and started pointing the finger inward and realizing that, whoa, like it's me and my behaviors. And I started changing my behaviors and I started changing the outcomes. And I started to like the results I got. So it snowball affected into this.
Yeah. It's just crossing that like threshold to even consider the possibility.
It was so simple though. I missed it. I overlooked it.
Yeah, dude, I think most people go their whole life without ever saying it. But
dude, everyone says, what's the answer? What's the answer? What's the answer? If any of us had the answer, we would bottle that thing, we'd sell it, we'd be a billionaire a billion times over.
True.
I believe it's so simple as just helping one fucking person. Someone took the time to stop and help me. I, in turn, helped another. 2 turned into 4, 4 turned into 8, 8 turned into 16. Before you know it, you're changing the narrative, which is ultimately changing the outcome. It's so simple. Just slow down the process.
Yeah. So how did you get into the recovery homes? When did you start that? And like, what was that like?
I had my get well job was washing dishes for $6 an hour in Levittown, Pennsylvania.
Oh, nice.
At a diner called Mary Ann's. At 38 years old, I'm busting suds in the back with a coworker who's fucking 14. Damn. My brain told me that, and this is after skating, jackass, fucking author.
Yeah.
My brain told me I should have at the very least been the president of the United States. And I'm fucking busting suds with Brian here for $6 an hour.
Yeah, what was that like?
Struggling. I had heard the word humility, and it sounded fucking cool, and it rolled off the tongue right. But try swallowing that fucking thing.
I'm 38 right now, dude. If I had to bust the
Imagine
suds.
fucking you leaving here and going back to Levittown, Pennsylvania, to Maria's Diner. Shout out to Rich, and they were great guys, and the owners, and busting suds for $6 an hour next to a 14-year-old.
How long did you do that for?
1 year.
That's long. That's
And
a decent time.
I had no idea what my next move was gonna be. Right?
Yeah.
Because my qualifications didn't state that I had any special qualities.
I know what you mean. You can't be like, yo, let me hop on a TV show real quick.
Yeah.
Get
Or
the
like,
fuck
let me
out.
fucking, I don't own a computer. I skipped that whole, I went from skating to heroin. I wrote my book pen and paper. I can pawn laptops great. I don't use them. Even to this day, I don't email. I got my first ever computer during COVID. I used it 7 times and gave it the fuck away.
Really?
Yeah.
So are you on do you fuck with the Instagram and all that
Yeah,
stuff? Okay,
I
so
like
you do
that. But
Gotcha.
the thought of an app gives me anxiety.
I got what you're saying. Yeah.
Right? And I'm just stubborn by nature.
So you're busting the suds for a while. Then
Yeah.
How did you get into the recovery
But I
space?
started that job that I thought was so fucking beneath me turned out to be the foundation of who I am today. And I think by social standards and regards, I could be considered a pretty successful guy. I have all these different businesses and properties and blah, blah, blah. But it all came from washing dishes. I started to show up early. I'd stay late. I took pride in washing these dishes. I called out one day in a whole year because of a snowstorm. Those behaviors started to change. Then my outcome started to change. I started to become self-sufficient. For the first time in life, I was paying my own recovery house bill, $165 a week. I was buying my own groceries, my own cigarettes, not relying or depending on anyone.
Yeah.
I stopped and then what happened was, someone asked me to speak at a candlelight vigil for someone who had passed away. And because, the 12-step program, AA, it's anonymous. So you don't know really what's going on there. But when I spoke at that candlelit vigil for people who had lost their lives, someone had filmed it, and it started making its rounds on social media. And then an organization reached out to me and they're like, would you like to come speak at our facility in Florida? And I'm like, sure. And they put me up at the W in Fort Lauderdale in the penthouse. And I'm like, what the fuck? Are they going to ask me for a donation? I wash dishes.
Yeah, dude.
And they had come up with this whole design, right? Again, the blessings taking place unbeknownst to me. If I knew any of this was going to happen, I'd fuck it up royally.
Sure, yeah.
And they had put together this whole plan and presented it to me. And I'm like, dude, I didn't even know this world existed that I live in today.
Mm-hmm.
And it just kind of gave way, and I bought into what they would say. And in those meetings, they'd say, in order to keep what you have, you have to give it away. And
Sure, yeah.
this is cliche as shit. And I vowed to myself that when I was in a position financially, I was going to recreate that sober living house I lived in.
That's cool.
And do for others what it had done for me. So literally on my 5th year anniversary, I opened up in Wilmington, Delaware, my very first men's sober living house called Novak's House with 10 beds. And that has since turned into 7 houses for men and women in Wilmington, Delaware with 75 beds. And I fucking travel the world, and I have generous friends or just strangers that want to give back, and they occasionally stroke a check and they provide money that I have in the scholarship fund. And my mission is to provide a bed for anyone in need of sober living after completing a treatment center. I refuse to let price be a deterrent as to why someone can't get help. And then, unfortunately, the demand was met. I kept fucking expanding, and I really wished that wasn't the case and these didn't even exist.
Sure.
And I'm like, dude, I can help more and I can be better. So then I created Redemption Addiction Treatment Center in Wilmington, Delaware. Well, in Newport.
Okay, yeah, that's
right next to
right
it.
down there, yeah.
And it's an outpatient facility where people come during the day, 5 days a week, or nighttime groups.
Mm-hmm.
And I always tell people I'm on par to create a David Koresh Waco, Texas compound vibe,
Nice.
minus the gun and the fucking religion.
Yeah.
But I want to create this place where people feel like they want to be a part, right? It's
Yeah.
all deliverance. Like I started this podcast. It's all with how you present something to me. right? So what I try to do is to create this whole fucking environment that people want to be a part at, as opposed to feeling like they have to.
Yeah, what was your? Did you have any, like, when you went to any treatment centers? Did you have ones that you felt like? Because you hear some people like, "Ah, place is a fucking scam. They're just fucking taking my money." Like, did you have any places you thought were just like churning people in and out, or do you think that's just people's like perception of the place?
I think it's just opinion based. I think it's people's perception.
Yeah.
The treatment center that I ultimately got sober in, people would be like, "You'll never get sober there." It cost me $2 to get into. It was a Catholic Charities program in Baltimore, and if you looked out, you weren't allowed to look out the blinds, because if you looked out, they were literally serving dope and coke and crack on the corner.
Oh, Jesus.
It was like a bottom of the barrel kind of joint.
Yeah.
But I believe it takes what it takes until it takes. And who are you or I to say what it will be for it to take?
That makes sense.
It's between you and the maker of whatever you choose to fucking call it. Because they don't, it's not like once you get to this appropriate program, they give you this secret pill for the cool kids. It's fucking recycled rhetoric that you hear in all the facilities.
Yeah,
it's
that
like,
makes sense.
fuck.
Yeah, that does make sense.
I believe the perfect treatment center is whichever one you get sober in.
Yeah.
And I didn't have a say. Like, I didn't get to pick my sober date.
Yeah, true.
Again, that was a blessing.
Yeah, like
they
gave you the right massage.
Yeah,
and like the place was kinda
finally
chill.
they fucking gave me a happy ending with a massage, and they played my favorite song.
That might turn me around.
And I come God, and here we are. I'm the spiritual fucking guru. Fuck your way into recovery. That's
You're right.
not the deal.
Yeah, true.
I wish.
There is a very unsexy element to it where you're saying, like, yeah, you can be in like a place that people think sucks really
Straight
badly.
up.
It really is a wholly internal process.
I'm a firm believer you can get sober in a fucking pub sitting on a bar stool with a bottle of Jack in front of you if you're ready.
Yeah,
Straight up.
What do you think about like the California sobriety people do, where it's like, I'm California sober, I'll like drink and smoke weed and shit, and like,
Dude, I did this TMZ thing. They did a special recently of Matthew Perry.
oh yeah,
Yeah, I read his book. Brilliant book, by the way. Whole newfound respect for that man. Rest in peace to him. But they were doing this hour-long documentary, Harvey and them, and they reached out and they wanted me to weigh in on it. And they asked me the same question. And the truth of the matter is, I'd be really ignorant if I sat here and pretended to possess the answer of like how to live a perfect life with coming up on 10 years sober. That's like, my mother'd be like, "Fuck you, asshole. You should have did it your whole life, you idiot."
Yeah.
So like, all I know is my narrative because it worked for me. I'm never going to tell anybody what you should or should not do. I believe with California Sober, with MAT, Suboxone, Subutex, Vivitrol, Methadone, if it provides you a life that you believe is worth waking up and getting out of bed for every morning without the thought of wanting to kill yourself, I'll fucking drive you to the dispensary. Who, you know what I mean? Like,
Sure,
fuck me for thinking that I have the answer.
Yeah,
I just have my narrative. So what I always say is that when I'm kind of giving a talk or working with clients, if you can find more similarities than differences, it might make sense to pay attention.
Yeah.
But if not, that's cool too.
Yeah.
Right? Because everyone at the end of the day, you're entitled to your own process. You were entitled to have that realization during COVID of like being a fucking asshole to strangers that did nothing to you.
Sure.
And if I would have robbed you of that process, you might not have come to the conclusion that you have today where just being kind is the right way.
Yeah.
So looking back, if anyone would have robbed me of one less fucking sleepless night I caused my mother or pain that I made everyone endure, like I might not be here today.
Yeah. That makes sense.
So
Yeah,
it's
kind of a personal
Yeah.
timeline for everybody.
For sure. And it's like, and I'm not saying that my way is the right way. It's just my fucking way.
Yeah.
You know?
Because I know that's a big battle. When I was in social work school, there's like people who are like, it's called like harm reduction
Sure.
versus people who are like, nothing, you better knock all that
I'm
shit
a big
the fuck
harm
off.
reduction guy.
Yeah,
And at the end of the day, it's like, who the fuck, like, that's between them and their higher power.
Yeah.
Like, all of a sudden, I believe I'm God and I can predict what your fucking best outcome will be for your life and your situation. Fuck.
Yeah, true.
And I'm a spiritual guy. And if I'm a spiritual guy, like I say I am, where's my spirituality if I judge your spirituality?
Yeah.
Right? So, like, I believe my higher power is everything. I think it's crack. I think it's heroin. I think it's life, death. It's like, what's love without sadness? What's joy without sorrow?
Mm-hmm.
Right? You have to have all these. Without those fucking overdoses, without life support, without fucking ruining my life, I would not be the child of, I hate to say God because people are like, oh, this religious fuck, but a child of God today who I really like do my best to help humanity. I wouldn't be here. I'd still be in that position of like what the fuck's wrong with you? You think you have it figured out, you fucking idiot? You deserve what you get.
Yeah.
And that's where I'd probably be.
Yeah, well, it is funny. People, I've talked about this before, but it is funny how that is like the God talk's taboo now. Before
Totally.
it was like you couldn't talk about sex. Now you can be like, I'm fucking jizzing. And everyone's like, but if you're like,
Yeah, they had the whole Me Too movement at that point.
true. Yeah. But if you mention God, people are like, what the fuck?
Totally.
And it's like a pretty wholesome, I think it's a very wholesome concept. But it got tainted by, I think, people just being like the religion aspect of being like, you're going to hell because you fucking came.
For sure.
It's like that.
And that's a shame. But
sucks.
But you need those people, right? Those people are just as important as the other ones that aren't those people to make me realize how much I don't want to be like that. Because without those people, I'll turn into that person.
Yeah.
Because I don't have like a warning sign or like who I don't. I need the bad to remind me what I don't want to become, so I practice good.
Yeah, and I wonder if it's gonna like, because even like religions, like concepts of God, like go through waves where it's like we used to think it was like fucking fire, and now we are like there's like the mythological hero of like there's these entities in the sky that we can like be like, hey, please help us. That'll like change everything, and then like that like around like an organized like testament of like this is the guy who came down from heaven and then So now I wonder if it is going to regroup in like some different conception that people will universally buy into, or if it'll just be like a fractured thing forever.
The older I get at 45, I see that things just evolve, but then just come back around.
Yeah.
I was looking on the plane the other day, and there's this chick who has, as you see, these new things are like the big headphones.
Apple Pros.
Where like your mom used to have it back in the 80s.
Yeah.
And no one's doing the AirPods
Yeah,
anymore. It's
yeah.
just like Miami Vice, like fucking color schemes and chicks wearing baggy ass jeans have now come back.
I know.
So
yeah,
it's like,
kind of weird.
just live long enough and you'll realize that like shit's not that heavy.
Yeah.
and it's going to be okay. And the fact of the matter is you don't really have much say so in any of it anyways.
Yeah.
For me, that's what I do. And I just kind of remain like, I don't know what I remain. It just depends on when you ask me.
No, that's true. So, and then, I'm curious too. So you were doing the Viva La Bam stuff and all that stuff fell out. Like what happened with all of like all the people from Jackass? You guys all still talk, or like where did like was there like a big falling out, or like what happened?
Nah, I mean everyone's good. I was just with Steve-O in LA a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, he's kind of doing his thing.
He's killing it. Pontius, I love him. I speak with him, and those two guys I probably speak to more regularly than the most. Bam is battling his own demons, and unfortunately because of that, we seem to be in two different places where there's just not a lot in common at the moment.
For sure.
So we don't really just pick up the phone and chat. I think if I had to make a prediction of what would kind of connect us again, it would probably be skateboarding.
That's cool.
That's always been the common bond and theme throughout our relationship.
Do you still skateboard?
Yeah, but
Nice.
for my mental health now, obviously
Really?
not like is like
Yeah, you just do it for fun.
Yeah, I try
That's
to
cool.
carve out time to like just get in the van and go with the homies and film and just like shut everything off.
That's kind of tight.
And other like Brandon Turner, shout out to Brandon Turner. He's on the West Coast, fucking killing it. He's a sober guy. A lot of skaters have become sober and they're kind of doing their own thing with recovery. And I was talking to him yesterday, and we're gonna fly out. I'm gonna fly out there. Kind of, we're working on a project together possibly, and you know. So oddly enough, the ones that we used to party and run with and fucking go crazy with have now found like this new way of life that's really attractive, and we join forces to just kind of hopefully promote a healthy way of living.
Yeah, it is funny, especially if you think about the origins of like Jackass was like the possibly unhealthiest, most insane way of living possible, and it was so fucking fun to watch. It was awesome, but it is funny to come full circle and be like, now we've all actually chilled out immensely. And
dude, Steve-O is like so fucking sober. There was a point in time where I thought about asking him to be my sponsor, and I'm like, dude, I don't know if I want to get like that sober. Yeah, like he's like shout out to him, but he's like someone that motivates me. But he's like, you know what I mean? He's authentically like what you see is what you get, and who he is who he is, and it does not waver no matter where or what he's doing. It's brilliant.
yeah, it's pretty cool, man. And it's also one of those things like, sobriety, again, if you're just kind of kicking around, you're going out to get drinks every Sunday, you don't necessarily have, like let's say like a problem quote.
Yeah.
It is one of those things that I think when you're, drinking a lot or like partying, it's like, almost seems alien. But it like, if you really like strip it down from like, take substances out of it. I always thought it's a really like it's cool for a person to be able to remain with their thoughts in their own state of consciousness rather than, you constantly escape it. It's like, all right, I'm
Totally.
gonna get stoned, all right, I'm gonna get that. And you're constantly jumping out. But I think that is a serious like sign of mental strength to like, and people do like sober October, which that must be kind of funny when like the whole world's like, we're gonna be sober for 1 month. And you're like, all right,
But I've seen me do that. So like, fuck yeah, I'm all about it.
True. But it's gotta be funny with like 10 years, like, oh, I'm glad you're having fun.
For sure.
There is something I think that is like, especially the older you get, it's like, it does take mental strength to like sit with yourself, not being able to kind of leave your consciousness like a little bit by, doing like, oh, I want to get a little high, I want to do this, blah, blah, blah.
Totally.
And I think it's a genuine virtue that I think gets skipped over. People are kind of like, yeah, dude, fuck, I'm gonna have a couple beers, fuck that. Like people kind of dismiss it a lot, especially when you're drinking. But I always thought it was like it's hard to do. It's like, it's very hard to do. And it takes like, when you can't kind of jump out of yourself for a little bit, it forces you to work through, the kind of, whatever, broken gears in your head.
I make a point to let people know that in my programs, right? Because the people that I'm working with, they're coming in, they have a week, they have 2 weeks, they have 4 days, they have 1 day, and they're sitting in there and they're feeling like they're not enough. They could be doing more. They should be further along. And I'm like, look, what you're doing, the majority of society is not. Who wants to strip away their escape routes to be forced to look at themselves, right? With themselves, by themselves, without having any drink or drug to escape the terrible reality that you've created as a result of your addiction and man up and fucking walk through it. I'm like, I will walk with you people. You people are the ones that I want on my team right now. Like at fucking over 10 years and you are the people that I fuck with, right? Like, and there's a lot to be said with that because I don't just give my time to anybody.
Sure, yeah.
So it's like, I really make it a point because I know in early sobriety, it's like those week, 5 days, 30 days, 60 days, it's like of sobriety. It's like a bipolar roller coaster ride from hell.
Yeah, I can
right?
imagine.
You can be above heaven high. The wind can blow wrong. You're like below hell low, trying to figure what the fuck just happened. So it's important to give people the credit of it takes a lot of work to end up in that position for fucking 2 days sober.
Yeah.
It's and I always say it takes so much longer to get 2 days sober than it will to get 2 years sober.
Yeah.
Because you're just sitting there looking at the clock and you're like,
yeah.
Should I not? Can I not? Should I say fuck it and just do it? Should I not do it? You're still consumed with the actual drink or drug. You're just not partaking at that moment.
Yeah.
And to make it through that, to address all these ailments and start to look at you without an escape, that's fucking big boy shit.
Yeah, it sucks.
And most people don't do it.
Yeah, I know.
And that's okay. I need those people that don't do it to show me why I really need to keep doing it.
For sure, yeah.
Right? It's all perspective because they told me at treatment if I changed my perception, I could change my world.
Yeah.
And I bought into that shit. And believe it or not, they were fucking right.
Yeah. No, it's pretty sick, man. I'm happy for you, man. That's awesome.
Yeah. It's like I'm stoked. I'm grateful. But who really is like my mother, my friends, my employees, the police, the probation, the parole officers, the judges. Life has become a better place to be in with my sobriety, not only for me but for other people.
Yeah, and I always, like you were saying, the service thing's big because especially when you're like, if you're in even with with or without drugs, if you're just like living a negative existence, you're usually convinced like in order to conquer my own negative existence, I have to achieve at some level that just somehow like shuts all this down and people will realize and they'll like me. Whereas like in recovery, it's like, or you can just like help people. Yeah. And it gets the same thing. Like if you're like lonely, it's like, well, rather than trying to be the man, just go volunteer. Yeah. And you'll get that. Like, it's like a quick route into kind of like a nice social existence. And everyone is just like, no, I have to conquer the world. Yeah.
It's like, too easy. It's too simple.
Exactly. It's really fun. I always thought that was kind of funny.
It's like, it's a simple fucking approach for an overcomplicated thinker. Yeah. And that's why I say smart people generally have a hard time getting it. Yeah. I had to dumb my way into this position. And that was through me being beaten into a state of reasonableness as a direct result of my behaviors. But it doesn't have to get that way, right? Like one of my business partners, I met him in treatment. It was his first attempt ever at getting sober. And he's remained sober.
Really? He was like, fucking up.
So it's like, and that's the frustrating thing. Most people are like, well, why can't my loved one get it at number 1? Why does he have to get to 13 like you? There's no black and white. It's such an individualized process. And if you look at the statistics, it's very sad because it states that you're not going to win. But I'm here to fucking say, like,
you
fuck
can.
that.
Yeah,
Like, not only am I going to win, I'm going to fucking kill it. I'm going to own it, and it's going to turn into be my biggest blessing.
Yeah.
And if I can do it, so the fuck can you. There's nothing different between us except for what I was willing to do.
Yeah, I mean and I'm sure that's got to be like, it's really rewarding too. Like you were saying, having the groups and just, like, seeing like even a couple people kind of take off. Because I guess if you really look at the recovery homes, is like, if this doesn't work for me, this whole place is bullshit. Or it'd be like, dude,
For sure.
Yeah, you gotta. Someone's got to do something. 'Cause what is it? Is like the opiate with overdoses going down? Are they still going up? Or like,
I'm not a big stats guy. I don't look at numbers. I just kind of fucking remain ignorant to it and live in my own world.
yeah.
Which
Well, you
is
don't
great,
hear about
but
it as much anymore. It like dominated everything for a while.
after COVID, alcohol became a big thing.
Oh
Yeah. So I have a lot of alcoholics in my facility now.
Gotcha.
And then meth's making a pretty big.
Yeah, meth made
Big
it.
push.
Wow, comeback.
A lot of people got off heroin or fentanyl with meth.
Yeah,
You know,
I've heard. I've known people who have like off the heroin, meth comes into the picture, and they're like, "Damn, I'm actually super productive." And then,
I work with the DEA. I'm like a keynote speaker for the DEA at these summits that they have all over the nation. And I was just doing an event with them in St. Louis, and they were like, "Yeah, cocaine's making a big comeback. We're fucking busting down big shipments of cocaine." So, kind of like how I said Miami Vice was cool again.
all
Like
comes
crack
around.
could be cool again soon with like the
Very well.
80s. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's usually how the world works.
Do you think they should legalize drugs? Do you think that'd be easier to help people, or do you think it would make things worse?
I think so. You know, I don't know about legalizing it, but I do believe in like safe injection sites. And Philly was going to be the first place to do that.
Yeah.
And then they shut it down at the midnight hour. And their fear was that like it could trigger others in the community to want to get high. And maybe that's the case, but for me, I would never walk past a safe injection site and be like, I think I want to go in there and shoot up heroin.
Yeah, I don't think it would. I think they did this in London or Britain, whatever, years ago. And
I
it
believe
worked.
it works. In Sweden, I think maybe.
Yeah.
And what I think would be beautiful about it is you use it as a portal, right? It's a major harm reduction approach. They give you clean needles, clean water, clean cotton.
And they test, obviously, the drugs.
And then they test the drugs. And the majority of the people that are in there don't really want to be in there anymore.
That's kind of what
it's lost its allure.
Exactly. You're in like a doctor's bench.
Yeah,
You're
you're
like,
being fucking monitored as you shoot up with some weird guy to make sure you don't die and to inject you with Narcan. So at the very least, when you do say you're ready, bam, we have avenues to get you.
Yeah.
But now check this out. Me being a major advocate for that, right? I own where I live in Old City, right, in Philly, and a really nice place. And someone said to me, they said, "Well, would you want it next to your house?" And I'm like,
no.
Yeah, because it fucked my property value up, right? And I'm just being transparent and open.
sure,
I'm like,
for sure.
So there's two sides to every fucking coin.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, then again with that, you're gonna have people like pop a door handle and all this shit. And it's like, yeah, because you're like
straight up.
not
So
here.
I really just try to remain like Switzerland in a lot of fucking plays.
That makes
just
sense,
neutral
yeah.
and adapt accordingly.
At least you're honest, because I heard people be like, I wouldn't care, and it's like,
Yeah,
you sure?
Yeah. And, that's just the truth of the matter. Now, not saying that like, if the opportunity presented itself and they were going to do it, I would still back it. But in my mind, I'm like, but couldn't you just go a neighborhood over? You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't vote no on it. Let's put it that way. I would not vote no on it, but I would definitely vote for it to be in the next neighborhood over.
For sure. Yeah, that makes sense. Everybody would.
Yeah. So it's just, I don't know. It's such a individualized thing. I don't know what the approach is except for just taking the time to help one person.
Yeah.
That's it. One person.
True.
And that one person who helped me. Just think about all the heroin that I stopped injecting, all the people I stopped hurting, that the one less needle that's being found on your kid's playground because I stopped shooting up.
Yeah, man.
Like, it goes that far.
It's crazy. And again, like you were saying, like people, you get kind of mired in the cliche of it, but it is pretty nuts to think about that. Like if that guy that day had been like, fuck him, I don't feel like doing
Straight
this.
up.
Like you were saying, your mom's upset, but you're burning bridges, you're ripping shit off, you're going to jail, all the shit. And it's like, it's pretty crazy when you think about the ripple effect.
And I believe that that's the approach that will change the outcome. I mean, it's put it this way. So in Delaware, where all my sober living houses are, my treatment center as well, we really wanted the community to see, because in there they said, well, we don't really want them in our neighborhood, right? I get it. So one of the stipulations with a Novak's house is when it snows, you have to go out and you shovel your neighbor's porch and their driveway, and like you be kind to humanity and society. And then that was working, and it snowball affected into the guys and women living in Novak's house. They started getting jobs within the community.
That's cool.
And then the people who owned the businesses that started hiring the Novak's house clients, they saw something different in them. Same thing that happened to me. I'd show up to work early. I'd stay late. I took pride in washing dishes. They're like, where are you? What's, because they aren't, it's just different. And they're like, where are you from? What's the backstory? Like, oh, we live in this place called Novak's house. It's a sober house. And what the business owners within the community did on their own, I wish I could take credit for this, is they created a private Facebook page called Novak's House Hires. And if any of these businesses need employees, they put a post up that goes to the Novak's house only. And then if any of the Novak's house people need a job, they put their resume or what their qualifications are.
That's cool.
Because like they're seeing the good that they're creating through the ethics and behaviors. And like it's taking on a whole life of its own, right? So like it snowball effects, you know, then it opens the window for people wanting to hire people in recovery, where before it was taboo, it was shied away from. You don't do that. They'll rob you. They'll lie to you. They'll steal from you. I'm here to prove that that's not the fucking reality.
Nice,
of
man.
all of, but like
For sure. I know what you're saying. Yeah, it can be done.
But you know, the old saying is if you haven't been ripped off in AA, you're not helping enough newcomers. So it's like
no, that makes sense. But that's fucking awesome, man.
Yeah, and again, I'm not creative enough or intelligent enough to create that. It's just me stepping out and letting the process play out.
Oh yeah. Well, dude, I think that's it, man. Thank you so much, bro. I really appreciate that.
I enjoyed this.
I'm pumped to hear about that, and I enjoyed it too, man. I'm really happy to hear, you know, it's good to hear people taking their time to help the world. Like that's still a thing, because I think a lot of people
for sure
just get so, and it's not like a bad thing.
I would say I'm guilty
up.
of it too, getting consumed in the rat race.
I'm the worst. Yeah, I have to jump out of it every day.
Straight
like,
up.
What the fuck am I doing with myself?
Yeah, once you hit to that point where you hit the wall, right?
Yeah. Daily, yeah.
Same. I wake up every morning with a brain that wants to fucking kill me on a layaway plan.
Yeah.
Right? Install in a plan of just like one fucking defect at a time.
Yeah.
So anyone out there that might need help, you can reach me directly at 610-314-6747. Call me, and if you need help with getting treatment.
Nice. Well, thank you so much.
Love you, brother.
See you, bro.
Cheers.
Love you. Thank you.